Hello! Lick 'em up, lick 'em up, lick 'em up. What am I? Those quotes. We should do new sounds on the channel. I've not updated my alert sounds in ages. That one's a classic. How you doing, Pav? Welcome in. Welcome in, Pringle, Breezy, Notfler, Kakota, Wilker. We've got Ollie. We've got Nightbot. We've got Gaza. We've got Reese. We've got Brad. We've got Hannah. Thank you for the resubs from Hannah, from Gaza, from Breezy, and that is it so far, but appreciate you guys. Plays to spot on. These are just the songs I like at the moment, basically, yeah. How are we doing, everyone? We well? Hi! I like that. Hi! How's everyone's weekends? Are they good? Are we happy? Up the mighty spineless wanderers. Yes. That is us. We're spineless and wandering. I've been playing the game, by the way, so we're going to get into that. So we'll get into that in a second. Well, that wasn't a start to the stream. I was expecting what? Lick 'em up, lick 'em up. Those are great. We need new sounds. That's what's made me think of. Enjoying the pure vibes. Yeah. Yeah. X23. Oh dear. Absolutely horrible infection in my mouth and I'm unable to speak. This is good to keep my spirits up. That's awful, Keeney. I hope you're on the mend. Good luck with recovery. I hope things get better. Hospital bed, infection in your mouth. That is a yikes. Yeah, best wishes, my friend. We got Andreas in. We have got all the best with the... There we go. Can't wait for Liverpool and Palace to sack off the football next weekend and just have a big party. I saw a tweet. I was like... and it was just... Someone said, can we give Palace a guard of honour? I'm in. If that's the plan, that should be the plan. I think Liverpool should give Palace a guard of honour next weekend. Absolutely. That is going to be two teams that are really, really not interested in the football. It's outrageous. Outrageous. Yeah, the vibes of it were cool, weren't they? Did you see Did you see YTD's FA Cup final? What's YTD? Have been popping into these streams for a little while now and have enjoyed them a lot. Never actually understood what the spineless rules are. What are they? Are there rules? There aren't no real rules, Callum, other than we're just sort of doing a save where we're doing a multi-club universe, basically. Oh, yesterday. I see. Yes, I did see the FA Cup final yesterday. I reckon they should do a drinking competition with a ball just in the middle of the centre circle. Yeah, I reckon anytime it goes out of play, everyone drinks or something like that. I'm in. Justin Devaney, unused Palace sub, becomes the third person from my town, Stewarton, to win an English FA Cup winners medal. That is very cool. He's played quite a lot this season, hasn't he, that Devaney? He's done well. I have never seen YTD used as an acronym. That's not a thing. I refuse to even acknowledge that. Did you notice? No one says yesterday as YTD. I'm not having it. There are rules. Why would we have so many charges then? Yeah, but we're sort of... The fact we've got so many charges shows that we're quite clearly flouting any rules that... They just don't really exist, do they? Just got home myself after 5 days. Yeah, Pav, you back at you. That's good. That's good. Woke nonsense, I agree. Glad I wasn't the only one who had never heard of it. It's just not a thing, is it? Yesterday. Yes. It's just not a thing. I'm not having it. But yeah, we're doing a multi-club save. We are managers of many clubs all at once, and we're sort of using that to our advantage. United, that's what it made me think of as well. I was like, did you see the United FA Cup final? I did a couple of years ago, yeah. Odds on where Slot goes next week. No, I don't know. I don't know him. Given City has 115 charges, 41 is not much. No, but this is in, what, 5 seasons? The save ends when we beat City's charges, by the way. That's what we get towards. Once we get 115, that's it. I was going to say, it's today their final. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Cheers all. Cheers all. This is a very apt mug. Speaking of what we're talking about, although it is from the last time we won it. But still, cheers, everybody. If you got your coffee cups up, give us a cheers and let's chill out. I don't know how long today's stream is going to be. Let's put that out there to begin with. Life's a lot right now, chat. There is officially... It's very red. It is, isn't it? It is very red. It's almost like it's a Liverpool mug. Atiku absolutely hates this, by the way. Liverpool game. What a Liverpool game watch along next week. No. Just get the marker and put 20. Yeah, could do that. Yeah, could do that. Very red, that mug it is. If BC can be because, and people think United can definitely be year to date, not effing yesterday. Yeah. It's not yesterday. No, it's just not. Yeah. Cheers, though. what I was saying is we are officially in birth week, according to the due date. The due date is officially 7 days, chat, which means I am a very frantic human being at the moment, as you may imagine. It's close. Obviously, you guys will be the first to know. I need your help, genuinely. This is the thing that I might be stressing about more. Is it likely to be? I reckon, yeah. I reckon it might be close to due date based on everything. Will you stream it? Probably not. I think we've talked about this, and I think that is TOS. No, I need your help with the tweet. What is the tweet? Because I've not tweeted. I've not publicly, other than telling you guys, actually said anything about this, by the way. But I need a really good... It's probably we probably have to do the youth intake thing, right? You'd reckon? She's small, might go over like, nah, 2 weeks over. We're 2 weeks over. Yeah, I just feel like there's a few little things, you know, that I'm like, I reckon we might be about close, but it could be. It could easily be, yeah. Could be another month or two. Natal cycles are notoriously random. It can't be another month or two. No, you quite literally can't go over by that much gambling. 2 weeks is about the max you will go over. Otherwise, you will be induced and the baby will be taken out of there. It definitely won't be a month or two. I reckon a Romano-style tweet, AI image of a child in a Liverpool shirt and everything, worded in the exact, like, 3-tier ways or something. They induce it too. Exactly. That's what I mean. Once the baby is here, to the Lion King image of you lifting the trophy up in the air. Yeah. 5-star wonder kid on our youth intake. It feels a bit on the nose, doesn't it? But I also kind of feel like it's just the thing we have to do. Like, it has to be Football Manager related, doesn't it? Like, I think we can lean into that. Just got a crazy son of my youth intake, but in real life, we're on those YouTube thumbnails. That's a bit much. I don't like that. But something, right? There's got to be a nod to Football Manager in there somewhere. Project Endo in a Liverpool kit. Now that I like. He's already got a Liverpool little sleep suit and stuff. First thing, in fact, one of the only things that I've bought on my own for the baby so far, if you know what I mean. I'm sticking to the idea I'm going back to teaching kids. Yeah. It's not really Football Manager related though, is it? But yeah, I see what you mean. Project Dafford and Gog starts today. Yep. I like the endo thing though. I like the endo thing. That's quite me, isn't it then, isn't it? Put an obvious new gen face over the babies. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing as well. Like, people don't like putting babies' faces. I get it, like, on the internet. And I don't know what are something that you have to actually think about when you do things like streaming and videos. I don't know where I stand on that yet. Probably need to make a decision, don't I? Because I kind of want to show you guys on stream and like bring him in and stuff and that, but I don't really know. There's obvious issues around that, you know, I don't know. I need to like get my head around what I think is the right thing to do with that. Baby Clates is transferred from cat's belly to earth. Baby Clates signed on X date. Baby Clates is now in the world. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It violates the baby's privacy. Yeah, Reese, I know. Thank you though, mate. I think it's quite obvious where that I don't worry about it. Baby balaclavas, yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll think about that. But I kind of like, I don't know, you guys are a big part of my life, really. Yeah, nice of Captain Obvious to be in the chat. I know, it's like, I just feel, I don't know. I didn't know how to address that then, but it felt like that was such an unnecessary thing to say. Isn't that the exact, what I basically just said? Any names in mind? Yeah, no, we got some names in mind, Brad. Probably not going to share them now. You know, there's a weird thing as well about this, about, you know, when you're expecting a baby, of like, you don't want to do anything to you don't want to be too assumptive. What's the word there? Presumptuous. You don't really want to go into it. To like, you think about it too much, but like names and stuff, you don't really want to talk them into the world until they're here, and then they have the name type of thing. And obviously, probably not going to share it with you guys until we've. Yeah, my family don't know. Not going to announce it on stream, to be honest, but congrats, Clates. Despite being in most streams, I missed this. To be fair, we haven't talked about it that much, Jabets. Yeah, and like I said, I haven't put it out there publicly, but yeah, we're a week away from D-Day. Yeah, baby privacy, that's new. They shit themselves 9 times a day. This is true. Yeah, there is a thing. The Messi Yamal pick. Darwin, Quivine, Virgil, Barnsley, Clayton. Where's Barnsley come into that, Keeney? For Christ's sake. No, why have you got Barnsley in the middle? What? Fernando, yeah. I'm not sure you can get away with things like Fernando. Shout out Barnsley. Just really like Barnsley. That time when they were in the Premier League in like the 90s. Just really, really going to put... It's like Brooklyn Beckham in a way, isn't it? Barnsley Clayton. Imagine that. Keeney's well upset. He's sat in hospital and now autocorrect's done him and now he's just sat there and everyone's taking the mick. Look at that. My request for Clive Clayton was vetoed. It was. Thank you, Breezy.
Breezy.
Welcome to the channel, Barnsley. Welcome, everybody. Right, chat, that's our new answer, by the way. As soon as somebody comes in and says, what save shall I do? The answer is Barnsley, all right? Some people are called Brooklyn, some are called India. Clates is calling his kid Barnsley, despite having no affiliation with Barnsley at all. Breaking news, Jeremy Frimpong will undergo his LFC medical on Monday. That's great. Breaking news. Thank you, Hannah. Maybe name the baby after a favourite pundit. Rio Ferdinand Clayton. Oh, my word, yeah. No. Rio's quite a fun name, though, but no. It's not happening, is it? Anyway, chat. Anyway, very exciting times. I really hope that there probably won't be a stream for that weekend or when it arrives, I'm going to say. But I'm hoping that actually regular broadcasting won't be so impacted. I would have loved to have got ahead on things like videos and stuff. I've not really, although I'm going to try and do that type of thing. This week, I'm going to try and just smash out as much content as possible to try and give myself a little bit of headway. But to be honest, like, yeah, in the nicest possible way, I hope there isn't a stream next week. Yeah, exactly. So we'll sort of see. We'll play it by ear, but you guys know that you guys get it. And that I feel like it's pretty decent extenuating circumstances for that type of thing, isn't it? How was Henderson not sent off yesterday? Don't know. Movie and relax. Yeah, exactly. Movie, I need to just get that done, get that out, and then that, to be honest, hopefully if it does well, that takes a lot of the burden of pressure off a bit, doesn't it? Will there be a stream from the hospital? No, there will not be. It was a brilliant penalty save, though. It was, yeah. To quote Pep, I'm not the referee. Yeah, exactly. I don't really understand the decision. It was a weird one. Like, surely you just... Isn't it, like, the obvious thing to do is send him off? And I get why they didn't in the first place. It looked like Haaland touched it. And it's hard to tell, I suppose, that he was outside the box, maybe, at first glance. But, yeah, weird one. To go to VAR and not send him off was just a bit weird. As a Wolves fan, makes me so jealous watching the Palace scenes yesterday. It's great, wasn't it? We've had a lot of that this year, haven't we? A lot of, like, teams getting, like, just desserts, just rewards after a really long time. One of the local primary schools. So, do you guys have this, by the way? I think we've talked about it in this chat before. You know, like local town Facebook community groups. Like, do you all have these? You must do, right? And they are the most insidious, like, groups of people in the world who are complaining about literally everything. Like, they will complain about, like, people's parking, all sorts. Like, they are hilarious. From an outsider's point of view, I am still in the one of the town where I grew up, like where my mum lives, where John lives and stuff. I'm still in that group because it's honestly gold, the amount of stuff that goes down. I'll give you a great example of this. My mum, my mum's in that group and she often sends us stuff from it because she finds it just as interesting. You know, Shazza. One time there was complete uproar in the group about there was a horse had defecated on the side of the road near the pavement. And somebody was like, this is absolutely disgusting. If you're going to ride your horse through town, how bloody dare you let it do a poo, etc., etc. Complaining. It was kicking off and everyone was backing them going, yeah, this is vile. This is disgusting. The worst things in the world. And then I see a comment from my mum on there saying, this is horrendous. They need to come back. They need to pick it up. I can't believe somebody's done this. This is outrageous. And I was thinking, all right, mum, weird of you to get involved in this. I didn't know you felt that strongly, especially as someone who does ride horses. And then she texts our family group going, it was me. I was covering my tracks. She was responsible. She was the horse pooer. And she was trying to cover her tracks by being the commenter. by commenting down below it. She was like, yeah, no one will ever suspect me now. Anyway, that type of group is it's so smart, right? Anyway, that group posted yesterday that Breedenbury, which is a very local primary school. Not, I was going to say not to dox anybody, but I don't live there, so it's fine. One of the local primary schools is called Breedenbury, and there's a tournament between primary schools called the Golden Trophy, and there's like 10 primary schools every year play a football tournament, like tiny like primary school five-a-side tournament called the Golden Trophy. And you, as you can imagine, at that age, that is the everything to you. That is like the biggest thing in the world. It's bigger than the FA Cup, bigger than the Champions League when you're that when you're that age. Exactly, Pav. For the first time in the 51, I played in that tournament when I was at primary school for like three different, like for a few years. We never won the main. I don't know if we did actually. Maybe we did. I remember that one of my favourite footballing moments in my entire career, if you like, was that I was in year 4 or year 5, a younger year, and we went out of the main Golden Trophy, but went into the Golden Plate, obviously like the losers bracket, and we won the plate, and it was like amazing. We were celebrating we were on the lash for months. Anyway, in the 51 years history of the Golden Trophy, Breedenbury won it for the first time. And I commented on the group saying, first Newcastle, then Harry Kane, now Palace, and now Breedenbury finally breaking their trophy drought. And honestly, I've never had a reaction like it. Absolutely popped off, it did. I feel like I've hit proper middle age because I've done a good joke on the local community group. And anyway, that was the long payoff of that story, but there we go. Lash being fruit shoots and J2O. Oh yeah. But yeah, honestly, it's all kicking off this year. Breedenbury, Palace, Newcastle, Harry Kane. Was there any more examples? I feel like Bologna won something, didn't they? Or something? Was that it? Bromwell Gazette. I am so old. I know. Unk still got it, don't they? They did, yeah. Like what a year for football. Everyone says, yeah, they won the Coppa Italia. There we go. Spurs this week, exactly. If Spurs can follow it up, imagine. Football's back, everyone. We've got physio scrapping as well in cup finals. We're back. No, thank you. You want United, do you, Breezy? That's sort of fair. I get it. Go Ahead Eagles won their first Dutch Cup. Bielefeld, you're next. So naturally, Spurs will lose because it will be Spurs. That's actually a great point, isn't it? That's a tweet right there that should be drafted right now. That's of all. I love it. There's something in that, Ollie. I need to get working on that now. Anyway, chat, we've chatted for a while because that's what we do on this stream, don't we? Let me go to Football Manager and let's play some Football Manager as we continue to chat. I don't want United to win. I just really don't want Spurs to win. I mean, if they could both lose, yeah, I'm sort of on board with that as well. Yeah, there we go. If both could lose, that'd be great. Anyway, cheers. Let's play. Who wants to play Football Manager? I've changed my I've updated the face pack a bit, by the way. Hi, my chat, keep refreshing. I don't really know. I don't know what to do about that. Sorry, Ren. I just want Big Ange to get his second year trophy, to be honest. I sort of don't want him to. I don't really like Ange. And I sort of it would be funny if he then didn't. But at the same time, I think I'd prefer Spurs to win. Can't get over the last Premier League game at Goodison. Atika, I need your thoughts on this, actually. The Hill Dicks. What are they doing? What are they? You can't call your stadium the Hill Dickinson. I'm sorry. How good could that deal have been to call your stadium the Hill Dicks? I'm not having it. The stadium is the Dixie now. No, it's not. You don't get to choose that, I'm afraid. You can try. You don't get to choose that. We're all off to the Hill Dicks, I'm afraid. Bren, thank you very much for the 22 months. Appreciate you. The Dicky Dome, yeah. The Charles Dick. It's mad, isn't it? Mad. Back now. Thank you for the 22s. Running Up the Hill Dicks. Yeah, that's great song choice at the moment, isn't it? I've updated my photo pack for some players. Look, so like Alex Scott has a new face. Someone related to Dixie Dean request denied. There you go. Pav's denied that. Sorry, everyone. At least it isn't the Tony Macaroni Arena. That's better. Honestly, Spineless Molyneux is better than that. If you're gonna sell out to a cool energy drink brand, not Hill Dick's law firm. Sorry, we're not having it. Oh dear. Also, why did they have to announce that like the day before the last day at Goodison? Honestly, as the dust settles, I'm just glad it's not called the Qatar Airways Stadium or Kick Stadium. To be fair, that is true. There's selling out and then there's selling out and selling out your morals, isn't there? At least it's like a... I think they're... I don't know if they're local, but I think they're a local law firm, aren't they? Like from Liverpool or Merseyside. It's just the name's unfortunate. It feels very League One. You know? Based in Liverpool. Yeah, so I mean it could be worse for sure, yeah. Am I middle class now or still a peasant? You're still a peasant, I'm afraid, Otto. You're a very worthy peasant at this stage though, for a year. Thank you very much. But you are just about still a peasant. You've got 3 months to go until your peasantry is done. Yeah, I mean yeah, to be fair, there is that. It's just the name's unfortunate. It feels very Bolton Wanderers out of everything. Big fan of Goodison Park being kept alive for the women's team. Me too. I don't really see how it's going to work, but yeah, me too. Surely, like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess they just need the money from selling the rights to it. Like, Bramley Moore is just a fine name as well. Like, yeah. Yeah. Start next season, Escaping Peasantry. There we go, yeah. How are they going to fill it? That's the thing, isn't it? Like, financially, I'm really, like, worried about that, but I really want it to work. And it is good. It's a good thing to at least try to make work, isn't it? Ren, thank you for gifting 2 subs, you legends. Thank you. It's House Keys and Mika. You've been gifted subs. There you go. Looking forward to the chant changing. So come on, get down to the dick. I mean, one of the first things I thought of was that as well. Get down to the hill dicks. Get down to the dick. It's like us going away to the sex, isn't it? The Spineless Energy Community Stadium, the sex. Anyway. Didn't like the look of 83. That's fair. Thank you for the now 85. Bet the sponsor was a Liverpool fan to call it the stadium that. I don't think so. Right. We are in October, everybody. I think I just need to go through the 4 teams because I think I finished off the transfer window, didn't I? I did put the Excel sheet in the Discord, but at last stream we were just about finishing the transfer window at the end of August. I've done about a month of playing through to try and get us closer to January. Today we're just going to do a very chilled stream, try and make a bit of progress playing some games. But before that, I do need to tell you what went down transfer wise, because a few little bits and bobs did happen. Look, for example, I rejected bids for Robert Renan from Bayern Munich. This young left back Spurs were trying to buy. Martel, they wanted him to go on loan. I didn't want him to go on loan. What transfers we miss? Update, please. That's what we're going to do, yeah. Biggest purpose, women's stadium in the world. You'll never sing that. There we go. I'm glad Spurs didn't make a name for our ground. Colloquially still White Hart Lane. Is it still colloquially still White Hart Lane? The Spurs stadium? I don't think it is. It's the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, isn't it? I don't think I've heard anyone call it White Hart Lane, though. At all. Anyway. Is Goodison thing last... If Goodison thing lasts 2 or 3 years, be shocked, but good luck. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I want it to work. Yeah, for sure. Let's go to history. At Wolfsburg, we did the following. After signing Iggy Dubs, you will remember, for £30 million. By the way, he did make his debut and score in the... It was in the league, actually. Off the bet. I know he started, I think, scored on his debut. That's his 1 game so far, but he looks like he's going to be a bit of a baller, does Iggy Dubs. There he is, 16-year-old. 16, by the way. 16. Look at that. Other than that, though, I did allow for... I did manage... Right, so what I've learnt, chat, is towards the end of the window, players... But you know how I was trying to loan players like Tobias to Wolfsberger and they just kept saying no? Towards the end of the window, they definitely loosen up, even when you're loaning to other teams in your network. Suddenly, on the 27th look, Due and Tobias would both go to Wolfsberger. Like, it popped up that they were interested. So I let both of them go across to Wolfsberger. So Due's there and Tobias is there, which means that at Wolfsburg, we've got... Wirtz as a right back, and then we've also got Schneider as the other right back. We've also got somebody coming in, haven't we, as a new... Is it as a left back or as a right back? I think that's as a left back, isn't it? But we've got this Buchler we signed as well as a centre back, but we've got Schneider as the backup to use him. So Tobias is there. I also managed to bring Darvish across from Wolfsburg to Sporting. Noah Darvish. How do you say his name? Don't know. So Noah Darvish did go to Sporting. We managed to get a few things done there. So Klintberg for right back, Darvish for centre mid. Wirtz is a right back. Yeah, Wirtz is a right back, isn't he? Florian invert. It says it there. Look, he's a right back. Right back, centre mid, attacking midfield, right, left, and centre. No, he is a right back. I think you maybe you just misprofiled him at some point. I don't know, not sure, but yeah, no, he's a right back. And then that's it, I think. So, and then because I'd let Doué go and Darvish go, we actually needed a centre mid to be one of our 3 options, basically. So I signed he or he, Sudakov. Obviously very highly rated in real life and can sort of play as a DM, although I don't think it's his best position. But I was actually looking at it and I was thinking he does have the attributes for it. Look, 11 tackling. And really, we don't want defensive midfielders. We want midfielders that can then play slightly more defensive, don't we? So we've brought him in for, was it 35 million? Not all up front as well, but he's going to come in as an extra midfielder for us. I think he fits the bill. And he's 26, but he's sort of he's sort of one of those up and coming players at the moment that's real life. I have to ask, why is Xavi Simons on the bench? Because he's not as good as the other players, Koiken. That's probably a Football Manager thing. I love Xavi Simons, but he's not as good as Matthias Tal or Lamine Yamal as a winger. That is literally it. He's played started 4 games already, look, and 3 as a sub. So he's played as many games as the other players. He's just, like, as a winger, he's just not as good on Football Manager. What's Xavi's tackling? Xavi Simons. Yeah, I was thinking about doing him deeper. He's only got 9 tackling. But I think I will use him there as like a last resort type of thing. I would quite like him to be playing and in the team. But at the moment, we've got João Neves and Hugo Larsson. But I kind of, like, there is an option to use him there. I do want him to play, basically. He's very Desiree Doué, isn't it? If it was 10, you'd be doing it. I probably would be, yeah. Probably. I don't really like changing players' positions that much. I think I wonder if I've actually played in there already. I probably have. No, he's played as a left winger in all of them so far. It's very Desiree Doué, who's now at WOLFSBERGER. Like, he's not we can't really play him deeper, can you? But you also sort of can, because it's part of this system. It works and it's absolutely fine, isn't it? They're just a centre mid, but they just start a little bit deeper. He is actually playing for WOLFSBERGER in the slightly deeper position here. Look, if we go to form, he is the defensive midfielder. So very, very similar, those two. Both fun players, aren't they? Anyway, that's the Wolfsburg update. If we go to WOLFSBERGER, let's go to them next. They did this at the end of the window. We did Barco together, if you remember. It ended up being 25 million, but it's not all that up front. And it started about 2.7 million. Then we got kind of enamored with the idea of bringing him in and then spent loads of money on him. But he's our new left back. I actually think this WOLFSBERGER defense now is really quite good. We've got Tomoc in goal, Tobias at right back, Barco at left back with Zezi and Yoro as our centre backs. So that's a really strong defence. Like, I love that as a defence as well. It's very us. Like, they've all been here a long time except for Barco, who's new. But I actually think that's really strong. I think this team now is very strong, by the way. With Doué and Dagger in front, who are both great. Dagger's wanted now by Leipzig. Where did your Penis end up? Penis is at Wolves as one of the wide options at Wolves. Doué and Dagger we've got Belanzic as an option as well. We've got, I think there's somebody else that I wanted to use in there as well. Yeah, WOLFSBERGER could go far in I think we're maybe a little bit light up front is the only thing, but they could go far. Like, if they still had Gruber, this team's brilliant. I kind of do want maybe next year, like, Majic maybe stays here and grows into the player that he can become at WOLFSBERGER maybe. I'm not sure. He's only 18. Seto's good, but he's not like, I wouldn't say he's elite. I do like him. He scored goals. Well, he scored 2 in 4 already, look, as well. But yeah, I think they could do quite well. Seto, Majic, and then Echeverry on the left-hand side. Not always starting because we've got Charlotto as well. But I kind of like the idea of playing Echeverry. Yeah, need a killer. It feels like that, doesn't it? It's kind of lacking. Like, neither of those feel like one who's going to score like 40 in a season. But not far off it, maybe. We'll see. Then Mastantuono on the right-hand side. Brilliant. Echeverry, that's very fun on that side. I'd love to keep him, by the way. I wonder what we can do, how easy it will be to try and keep him around, but maybe going... He actually looks a bit better than I thought he was going to be. He started... Well, actually, he hasn't done loads, to be fair. He seems like he started quite well, but I don't think all of those were starts, were they? Yeah, only 3 starts. Look, get Jack the Ripper up front. Yeah, maybe. It's also a good bench now. We've got good players in this squad. So, yeah, that was the end of that window. Those guys coming in, Barco, Due, Tobias, and then I let these guys go at the end of that. Oh, actually, not at the end of the window. Oh, yeah, at the end of the window here, we let Mikic go to Sporting on loan because we got Tobias in. Yeah, exactly. I thought that as well, Ollie. We thought he was rubbish, and he's really not, is he? I think we should try and save the money and buy him, basically. Now, window done and for progress, do we not really worry about playing league games and alternate UCL games for stream? I think so. I think we do a lot of... I think it can just be a really chilled stream because I don't think we need to play a load of games. And I know that there's some people who are like, you're not playing games, you're instant resulting. But I also think for this save, I think that's okay. I think for the... I don't know. Let me know what you think. I just think that's fine. And then when you get to the big games, you play them and you almost like do the Champions League as the thing that we're sort of aiming for here. Especially because we've won the league now with... Well, these 3 teams have all won the league. WOLFSBURGER won the Champions League. It's also 18 months in the engine. Yeah. It's way more about squad building. Exactly. I think it's about getting to the transfer windows, thinking about where we do all the transfers, and go from... You're completely right, yeah. You manage 4 teams, there is no not instant results. Exactly, you're going to have to do it anyway. I think we should just be quite cutthroat with it and just keep moving. He says, having been live for 36 minutes and not press continue that. Yeah, but we move. I want to get you... Because it's about squad building, we need to know where the players are in the squads, don't we? So Mikic has gone to Sporting. Let's go to Sporting because this was the squad that we had to do the most work with. By the way, we're second in the league after 9 games. So Porto can go 4 points clear of us if they win their game. It's not been perfect so far, but we're doing all right. We are Sporting, so we should be up there. This was the window. £147 million spent. £124 million brought in. I'm actually quite happy with that. I think that's pretty good, considering I sold the entire squad to only have a £23 million net spend. I think we've done a great building job. I actually am not 100% sure we've got a stronger team, but we move. They're our players now is the best thing. We signed a player for 15 quid here and a player for 20 quid here. I actually don't know how good these guys are. That's great potential. For 20 quid, you'd take that, wouldn't you? 15 quid, João Martins. Not as good, but he's only 15 quid. So, not too bad. Plus, be nice to get to the end of the season for YouTube. Exactly, Pav. Yeah, that's another thing. It's another video, isn't it? That people keep asking about as well. But I did not realise that this series, this save would be as popular as it has been on YouTube. The first episode, by the way, chat, that people love the idea of a multi-club save, I think. That first episode of just going through this save that we've been doing on stream, 126k views now. That's outrageous, really, in 2 weeks. So yeah, we need to... It'd be cool to get to the end of the season and do another one, basically. What I might do is we'll play today. I might do a load of... Do quite a lot of games in between as well, because we're not at the Champions League games yet, so we sort of can. These were the transfers out, by the way. We got most money for Atiku, which was us moving money around, so that he went to Wolves to give us 35 million. We sold Marcus Edwards, 18 mil, Manu Silva, Braganza, Dantas, Israel, McKendy, Araujo. We got like good money for a few players there, didn't we? We spent biggest on Guilherme Rest as our new goalkeeper. Obviously not all up front, but 54 million. Ferrari, been injured loads so far. Has scored 4 in 7 though. But been injured for a few times, which is a bit annoying. Tayfun, who we're trying to retrain as a right winger, hasn't quite got it yet, but he should be quite good as well. Did I do that on stream or was that one done after stream? I can't remember. I think we definitely talked about it on stream. I'll do it by dates actually on here. You'll see. And do you know what? I'll go back to that just to go through them. Dean Howson for about £10 million as a backup centre back. Looks again a little bit better than I thought he was, but he's not amazing on this game at this stage. But I think he fits the bill for the type of signing we want. Nkili as a backup or as a defensive midfielder. Sorry, Vujovic from Red Star. Marmouche for 5 million. Like this signing, think it should be good. He is getting worse maybe at 29, but for 5 mil, I think the vibes are there. Alex Valler as a left back. We need to talk about left back. I brought Alex Valler in to be the starting left back and then realised, and maybe I should have realised earlier, I think this Martins is actually really quite special. He was already here and I was looking for a new left back and I was like, he is the left back. He's actually amazing. Like, he's only 18. He's got loads of potential and he's in the Portugal team. Like, we've actually got a worldie as one of the players already here, but obviously we were misled by the idea that I didn't sign him, so I didn't like him as much. Why has he been at Stoke for half a season? Ridiculous. Anyway, he's going to be our starting left back, I think, and Valler's going to be the backup. The team, let's just go through the team from here. We'll have Rest in goal, Mikic at right back now. We'll probably go with Lamy Di Torre and Claudio, both on loan from our teams. Gonçalo Martins as the left back. And Kylian Darvic, or it could easily be... Or it could be Belalcazar, but probably in Killy. Belalcazar is actually quite good, though. Could use him. He's decent, injury prone, so not too bad to have a very good alternative. Exactly, yeah. Martins is a left back. Yeah, he is injury prone, that's true. Fairly susceptible. Has he had any injuries yet? Was that this year? Yeah, to be fair, he had 3 weeks out this year. Although before that, nothing really. Which is annoying that we take over and then he gets injured. And then in the midfield, well, then we've also, Darvic and Nkili, Tafon on the right, França we signed for the left-hand side, then Ferrari and Marmouche as the strikers, with Kusiaser on the bench, Klintberg as a backup for right back, Mora as an alternative to França, this Simos as a striker youngster that we signed, with Valler as the left back. This is a youngster, Belalcazar. We've also got a Tiku who can play on the right-hand side. We need to train him there as well. But yeah, the squad's coming along. We're getting there with this. And then finally, really quickly, Wolves. Did I do anything else with Wolves? No, only we loaned Arda Güler. I think I put that in the Discord. We loaned Arda Güler from Real Madrid, obviously, because he was actually quite cheap. He's only on 39k for them. And I just thought, in terms of having another backup, he can play left side, he can play right side. We don't play number 10, but if we did, he's just a good option to have. And he sort of fits the bill for being a good young player in the world of football that we want to have as many of them as we want. He's a slow boy. Yeah, to be fair, he's got good acceleration. He's just only got 11 pace. Physicals are just that of a toddler, aren't they? They're better than I thought they're better than they used to be. But yeah, he's an option. I also signed this guy for 600k because he looked amazing. We've loaned him back, but Laser Stoya Stavljevic looks fantastic. And then Federico Daneman, another brilliant player for so cheap. You just got to sign all of these, and then when they come good, you can use them in the squads, can't you? But for like 5 million there, less so. Some really good players. And then we sold Samu this summer, didn't we? How's your son doing in Devon? I don't think he's scored yet. He scored 1 goal in 7 games so far. So not great. Didn't Plymouth sign somebody else from us, or somebody that is one of our players from the save? Sahovic is there playing with him. He's on loan from us as well. They've got a strike partnership, both on loan from us, which is nice for them, really, isn't it? Anyway, up arrows, that's true. Anyway, that's the situation. In each of the squads, Wolves have had a great start. They're winning most games, look. In the Champions League, they've beaten Besiktas and Athletic Club de Bilbao. In the Premier League, they are second. Liverpool have won 6 out of 7. We've won 5 out of 7. I think Wolfsburg are top. No, Wolfsburg are also second. They've won 5 out of 6. We did lose to Bayer Leverkusen, so 1 point off Bayern. Gruber's top goal scorer there, or joint top goal scorer there. Timo Werner is at Hertha Berlin. That's fun, isn't it? Then we've also got WOLFSBERGER. They've got a game now. They're top. They've won all 7 of their games. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Tobias, third top average rating, which is fun. And then finally, Sporting, I showed you before, are second after 9 games. 1-7, lost 2. We lost to Vitoria and Rio Ave. We're only 1 point behind, but they've got a game in hand. That's the sitch. Let's do games, but we're going to do some instant results and then keep moving. If he redeems himself dynamic attribute wise, I think he should earn a holiday to Portugal. Yeah, I get that. We could maybe do something like that, couldn't we? Anyway, that's your update. That's your rundown. Cheers. God, I love coffee. Love coffee. There's some big games on today, actually, aren't there? We've got playoff finals, Boreham Wood. Shout out Leone. We've also got Arsenal Newcastle, which is I mean, it is a big game. It's also not a big game at the same time, isn't it? Last game at Goodison. What else is there? Anything else? There's the women's FA Cup final today, right? By the way, on the point of teams getting trophy after years, it looks like Union Saint-Gilloise will win their first Belgian league title in 9 years. Look at that. It's all happening. You got the Bundesliga 2 final day. That's true. If Newcastle win, it's funny. That is true. Danny Ings' last home game for West Ham. That is true. That is quite big, yeah. That's true. Right, let's pick a team. Tomac Tobias, Yoro Zezi Barco, Due Dagger, Mastantuono. Let's just go first choice, I reckon. I think is it Bayern that want him? Yeah, Bayern want Langer, look. That's fun. Keepers wanted by Bayern as well. Soler is wanted by Nice. Nice. Right. Vardy's final Leicester game. 500th game for Leicester and 1 goal off 200. Leicester got... It won't be his last Leicester game, will it? Last Leicester home game? Surely they play another game next week. We've won 3-0. Due missed the pen, but Seto, Majic and Mastantuono have scored goals. We've beaten Austria Vienna. Yeah, he's not playing the last game. Oh, okay. He doesn't want to do the last one. Oh, because he wants to do the 500, does he? I see. He said he doesn't want to play it. Fair enough. Strange stuff, really. Who was it who finished on like 499 or something? Was it like Gerrard? I feel like there's somebody that went out like one game. Was it actually Klopp went out on like one before a milestone, I think, or really close to. Many months indeed. Ollie, thank you for the 53 months. Chat, do some subboard emotes like the ones I've done. Copy and paste those. Cheers. He wants to send off to be in front of the home fans. Fair enough. I get that. Makes sense, I suppose. Clates, can you show me Yoro, please? Yeah. There he is. There he is. We're rebuilding Lenny Yoro in this save because he had a bit of a rubbish time at the start of the save. Didn't play for Manchester United in 2 seasons. So we picked him up. Didn't really use him at Wolves. And then we sent him to Austria and he's been integral since then. There's 3 teams who could all finish second and get autos. And then another 2 teams who can make the promotion relegation playoffs match for the Bundesliga. Really? That is actually quite exciting. Vardy's on 199 goals in 499 games. Yeah, he really will want to score today, won't he? This performance would have won the UK first in the Eurovision yesterday. I fully agree. If anyone from Eurovision wants to reach out for his name's Chucky performance from me next year, probably won't do it, to be honest. Not really interested in that. Left back, Hato is going to have to play. We'll play Renan. Pop you on the bench. Like so. Any other changes? Let's do João Neves. Let's also do Xavi Simons starting. Do I really want you to start? No. Viper can start. There we go. You have to make a new song though. That's true, yeah. Ipswich at home, just give him a pen and let him die peacefully. I mean, yeah. Surely, right? Surely that's got to be the plan. Right, let's play this game. Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? How many European teams England are going to have. We just lost 2-0. Hato got sent off after 10 and we've lost 2-0 to Cologne. That's not good. That's really not good. I mean, the red card probably did us, didn't it? But yeah, we move. Leipzig won 100 mil for Sesko. I mean, yeah. They can want that. Doesn't mean someone's going to pay him. It's not. Is that really lol? Or is that just really expected? Could be 10 depending on Chelsea. Yeah, could be, yeah. You hated to see it, yeah. Also, just saying from an Ipswich fan, today's game versus Leicester is a big game in terms of parachute money. What, as in who finishes above each other in the league? Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Yeah, club doesn't want to sell their best player. Weird. You're going to remove the baby photo reward in case people get confused after next week. I probably should at Tigo, actually, yeah. I forget that those things exist. But yeah, probably. It is 9 whether Chelsea win the conference or not, is it? It doesn't change anything. Also, can we just really quickly, I know that I hate Forest, but can we really quickly, don't do that because I don't know where that thing is. Here you go. Oh, Notfla's redeemed baby photo. It'll be here somewhere. Nope, that's Fernando. There you go. You're welcome. Thanks for the 50,000 channel points. There you go. Fair. I need to update those. I need to change those, don't I? How you doing, Ulems? Welcome in, buddy. Can we just talk... That's what I meant. Can we talk about Forest going from third 6 weeks ago? 6 weeks ago, they were third in the league. And now they're going to be in the Europa Conference League next year. Hilarious. I love it. Funny. Nice chair. Thank you. What's this one? Oh, no, what's this one? I mean, that's Fernando. That's Wolf Zaha. That's stickers. That's just a wolf. That's that. That's a thumbnail. That's Mike Tyndall. Nope, not Mike Tyndall. What's his name? Not Mike Tyndall. Classic Nuno, yeah. Nothing wrong with the Conference League. And it's just funny though, isn't it? That's Aaron Connolly. It's the bottom of cataclysmic proportion. It is. Love it. I love it. Right. Jason Tyndall. Get beat most weeks in the Champions League or a chance of winning the Conference League. I mean, to be fair, yeah, but still funny. Still funny. That was top content. You enjoy that? What's the context for the Forest hate? They're just a bunch of rats who come to Anfield and sing Hillsborough songs non-stop, basically. Tories. That's it, really. Anything else? Also, just seem like a real rank fan base on social media, but it's probably related to the things I see. But, you know. They do the same stuff at Everton too, yeah. Yeah. Sing a load of poverty chants, sing a load of Hillsborough stuff, and seem to be completely shameless with it. Keep going, that's not enough, yeah. I'm sure there are nice Forest fans, and if you're a Forest fan watching, I'm sure you're fine. But yeah, I'd still hate your club. Thank you, Breezy. That'd be great. Yeah, yes, please. You're a Derby fan, Ben, so that probably helps with that opinion. I mean, Brian Clough himself made dodgy Hillsborough comments. Oh yeah, no, famous, like probably some of the worst ones. Yeah, Brian Clough was a knobhead, by the way. Massive knobhead. Anyway. West Ham win, yeah, good one. Visit Nottingham and you'll soon understand why they're like that. To be fair, I have been to Nottingham for my sins. But yeah, that's why I hate Forest. Like, it's usually like personal context to these things, isn't it? And you like develop these things, but yeah. We're doing it for Danny today. Come on. Tomoc has made... Oh yeah, that's something we need to talk about. Zlatko Tomoc... He's made remarkable improvements over the last couple of months. Very heavily wanted by Manchester United and now Arsenal. Manchester United bid £20 million and I was very, very tempted to sell him for it. However, the WOLFSBERGER window had closed, so I wouldn't be able to get a new goalkeeper in. We did have a quick look and I did have... who's the keeper? Rome Jadon Owusu-Adjuro was lined up for less than 20 million. We could keep we could bring him in to replace him. I don't know if Zlatko's that good. He must have mad potential. I'm looking at him thinking he doesn't look that good. And I think we scouted him. He's listed as a wonder kid, to be fair. Double barrel, yeah. He's listed as a wonder kid and he's 18. Maybe he does have... Maybe we keep him. He's still only 18, that's true. I think I just like... He didn't seem to be developing that much, but you probably... If Arsenal and United want him, we probably try and keep him forever, don't we? We could move him elsewhere, but also he kind of fits. He's homegrown at club at WOLFSBERGER. He's Austrian. I feel like we should just keep him here. Like, is he better than any of our other keepers? Is he better than Dennis Simon at Wolves? I don't think so. Like, is he gonna be? I don't know. Like... Simon's really good. Is he better than Atabolu? I don't think he is. Only 26 as well. He's also played 100 games, look. And I quite like the idea of keeping them at clubs. Like, having players that do spend a lot of time and get a lot of appearances is also quite a fun, nice thing. And then we've signed Guillaume Rest at Sporting. 4 free kick taken, 1 pen. Send me to WOLFSBERGER to help him develop them. Yeah, I like that actually. Good idea. That photo of Simon's different. Yeah, I upgraded, renewed some of the photos because some of them were very old. The biggest one, by the way, look how different Nathan Zeze's picture is. It actually looks like an adult now, not the child that I had in the face pack before, which it sounds weird on its own, doesn't it? But he's an adult now. Congratulations to Nathan Zeze. It's a big improvement. How you doing, Chaz? Thank you for the 18 months, buddy. Appreciate you. Yeah, fair play to him. Now looks like a proper centre-back partnership, him and Yoro. Before it was like Yoro and a child. I mean, Barco still looks like a child. I always think of Stephen Tries when I see Valentin Barco. They don't look alike, but they've got the same... They both look like children, despite being older than children. Atabolu is my favourite goalie in the match engine this FM. Just really solid and consistent. Yeah, I really like him as well, Cry. Nicky Nicholson, by the way, is doing stuff. He keeps popping up in the news at Wolves. Yoro's moustache needs to develop further to be a true adult. That's true. That's true. Beardless Stephen Tries. I can see it. Yeah, see? It's there's something there, isn't there? Something. Right. Let's see if Porto win their game here. And if they do, I think they go quite far clear of us. Right, we're going to play another game here. We've got... It's an Alpen Cup game. So we do a bit of rotation because it's a cup game. I feel like that makes sense. In fact, let's do next match only and then do rotation for a cup game. Do we really care about the cups? Do you like Spike Brits? Brought him a few times. Always a disappointment. To be fair, I bought him as a third choice keeper, Riposte, just because he's homegrown in Nation. So I didn't know if he's even played a game for us. To be honest, I don't know. Main thing for Sporting is getting Champions League football. Yeah, that's massive, actually. You're right. That is massive. Who should play right wing here? We don't really have any other ones. Who is our backup right winger? I guess it's Echeverri. Let's play Mastantuono. Would be great to win every league, yeah. Win Europa as well could be a really cool thing. That's true. Soler. I'm going to change the whole team, I think. That is changing the whole team, but should we give... I don't know what this keeper's like, but he's wanted by Bayern Munich. Again, he looks rubbish to me. He doesn't look like a good keeper. I don't think the Sporting team is good enough. I'm not sure it is either. I think a few signings have helped, but I'm not quite sure. Solid potential, but would sell. Me too. I don't think he's that good. If we can get 10 million from Bayern for him, gone in Jan, I reckon. Right, that's going to be the team. Let's do this. In fact, let's pop a few of these guys on for some of the starters. So they might come off the bench. Yeah, he was free, so flipping him makes sense. Right, I want to see the Porto result as well, to see if we can stay in touch with them. We've won in extra time. Echeverri off the bench scoring twice. He's a lot better than I thought he was. Hey, Barderschlappen. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate you, buddy. How's the stream? Raiders, welcome. Welcome. Raid indeed. Then you get another cheapest young keeper to flip. Yeah, exactly. That could be the plan, couldn't it? Guten Tag, exactly. Right, 3-2 and Echeverri. Proving me wrong a little bit. Fair play. We are through in the cup. Excellent. Kirkaz is back in training. City have beat Arsenal. Porto drew. So they're only 2 points clear of us. That's good. Funny seeing you here, flip-floppers. Flip-floppers. Yes. Yes. 1 to 3 days, that's fine. We've got Basel, that's fine. Good stuff, Echeverri. Beyond Rage Bait, does... I love that you've given it a bit of pre-text there. Does Pep get sacked if Man City missed the Champions League and have failed to get a trophy for the first time? Oof. Oof. What did you think of Pep's reaction at the end? Like, I get why you're angry, but why was he angry with Dean Henderson? It wasn't Dean Henderson's fault that he didn't get sent off, was it? Like, I think Pep's quite... I love Pep Guardiola in a way that I really... Who is that, by the way? That's not a footballer. You do not play football, I'm sorry. You make vines. What's going on? Why are you worth over 100 million? Susan Boyle for 153 mil. Sorry, that's really distracting me there. Who's Javi Guerra, and why is he this good? Anyway, I think because the board love him now, they don't sack Pep. They don't give him that much money to go and spend and then sack him now, do they? But it is a weird one. Susan Boyle versus that centre. What's the CD from United? The defender from Harry Maguire. Is that who you mean, Reggie? He's very good. Never heard of him before, though. Yeah, he's really good. He will be there next season, probably. They'll spend another 400 million in the summer and be back, won't they? But no, I actually really love Pep Guardiola. He's like a good character to have around, and I like him. But I thought his reaction at the end was just weird to Dean Henderson. I was like, Dean Henderson, like, it wasn't his choice not to send him off, right? I've never seen his hair like that before. This is probably where I've got the old face packs on, isn't it? That's definitely one that probably needs upgrading. Hi, everyone. Hope you have a good weekend. You too. Athazvag. You too. Happy with Frimpong? Yeah, I think I'm quite excited about Frimpong, actually. I think because it's not a very Liverpool move, although in lots of ways it is a very Liverpool move. But the Frimpong signing was so obvious that Liverpool very rarely do the obvious thing. Like, sometimes they think... I feel like they overthink these things. And when they say overthink, they have data guys that go and do the thing that people don't expect them to do. But I think it was quite nice to see. It does tick a load of boxes, but at the same time, the fact it ticks so many boxes, Ollie, made me think they won't do that. It ticks too many boxes, if you know what I mean. But I think I'm excited about it just because he's really quick. He's got the Ian Graham Klopp thing, which is that he's got really extreme qualities, and the fact that he's so quick means that he is you can utilize those things. And I get like how the team's gonna have to change around having a right back like that, and I think he will be used as a right back. I see all these people saying he's going to come in and be like a winger and he's going to be used like this. He'll be used as a right back. He'll just do that. And then the Bradley new contract, it feels like they've played it quite well. Like, Bradley's coming out of that feeling confident that he's going to go and have a proper battle for right back. You got Frimpong coming in. It feels like all of the right elements for the right type of competition. I don't know why people are always surprised when highly competitive serial winners turn out to be sore losers when they eventually lose. So true, isn't it, Atiki? Yeah, it's a really good point. Really good point. I wonder if they sign a proper DM to allow high-flying wingbacks. I do wonder about that. Like the idea of having two flying wingbacks and then a defensive midfielder, a six that will drop in and be a third centre-back with that system. Because I just don't think Gravenberch... I know Gravenberch has played centre-back a lot this year and dropped in there when needed, but I just don't think that's his game, and I don't think that's what he wants his game to be. I wonder what they... I think they'll have a proper look at Bajcetic, by the way. Basically Fabinho with legs, yeah. I think they'll have a proper look at Bajcetic in pre-season and see where that goes. What did you make of the booing of Trent? I've spoke loads about the booing of Trent. I absolutely understand why people boo Trent, and I absolutely get why other people won't understand that, but there's so much cultural context around the booing of Trent from people who are from Liverpool, who are local, that people who watch Liverpool games, support them or not, who aren't from Liverpool won't understand. And that's fine, but at the very same time, it's frustrating and annoying to have loads of people tell you that was the wrong reaction for some people, when really all they need to go is, I don't really get the reaction, but at the same time, like, I don't get the reaction. I wouldn't have done that. I personally wouldn't have booed Trent, but also, if you think about the context, I'm not born and bred in Liverpool. Like, I have a very different level of affinity with that type of player. People reacting in the way that felt right for them as a raw emotion. The reason they boo him is because they feel so strongly because of the love that they had for him. Like, that's a human emotion. I just think, like, the whole media thing around it is mental. At the same, like, it's like football's tribal. Football doesn't make sense. These things are way more nuanced than having some random bloke on the like Michael Dawson telling you it's the wrong thing to do type of thing. It's just actual emotion. It shouldn't be something that should be vilified or anything. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Yeah, there's understanding, but there's also entitlement. Being upset is fine, but booing him as if he was required to stay at Liverpool as long as they wanted him to. Toby, with the kindest of sentiments, shut up. And I mean that in a way of, you haven't listened to what I've just said. You've decided to argue with what I've just said. And I shut up. That's what I think. So now apply that ethos to Arsenal supporters begrudgingly accepting injuries and bad luck as explanations, not excuses, not you personally. Yeah, it's all about context, but then there's rivalry in that. That's another thing to mix into it, gambling, isn't it? That's just because I've come in now and heard the end of it. Okay, hopefully. That's fine. And like I say, there's no ill feeling about that, but that's me dismissing that view rather than me dismissing you as a person, by the way. But I feel quite strongly about this because I'm like, I just, like, you mentioned like entitlement. I feel like it's so entitled for other fans around the country to tell other people how to feel about things, and that's not even in the Jamie Carragher sense of it. Of like it's steeped in contradictions and all of those things, but at the same time, it's like they were just emotional. That's it. Like. Don't, like, that's it. Just like, you can not understand it, but it doesn't mean that you have you shouldn't be so entitled to then tell them that what they felt was wrong. For me, local lad leaving on free, dragging out his renewal, scheming with Real Madrid. That's why I booed him. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's a perspective, of course. And in a perfect world, everyone would mind their own business, but we can't act like other fan bases don't constantly criticize each other in football. Absolutely, absolutely. And I'm not saying, yeah. But I mean, that's part of it, isn't it? That's part of it. That, like what Gamblin just said, you can't, like, rivalry exists as well. It's the other thing to put into the melting pot, isn't it? Thanks, Cherish. But yeah, anyway, I get it. Like I said, I get why people feel like it was the wrong thing to do, but I just don't think those people are able, because of circumstance, because of context, those people aren't able to put into the context the cultural reasoning behind it. Like, it's impossible for them to. It was more like, there's loads of context that people won't bring into it either, like the gestures he made, the way that he went about it, and then the context of, like, he was the poster boy for not just like a football fan group, but a group of people, like a culture of people. He was the poster boy for all of that. And it's not just a betrayal of a football club, and it's not an entitlement of, like, you have to be here the whole time. We built you up to be this, and you're turning your back on it. You think you're better than this, and that, whether that's right or wrong, that's how those people, because of the history of that place, of Liverpool, that's how those people feel as humans. Like, there's so much more to it that people willingly won't bother to get involved with it. Like won't bother to try and understand it because they don't play for them, and actually Liverpool bad, and I'd rather just say that's a thing. I don't have anything with Liverpool, barely follow the game, but I don't understand why Trent didn't renew his contract. Still can leave after renew his contract, and Real Madrid are rich enough. I also don't, I mean, yeah, to be fair, I also don't, the people who are like, he wouldn't have signed for Real Madrid if he didn't do this. It's all about getting more money. That's why you run down the contract. That's because he's talking to Real Madrid and they've told him to. Like, there is all of that. People are then saying things like, I don't know. To be fair, the thing that annoys me is people telling people, like, how wrong that is. It's not wrong. It's just real. It's the reaction. Also, people acting as if, like, fan bases booing a player has never happened before is another weird one. We're going to do religion and politics next. All of these things are so similar, though, in that regard, that you could turn this conversation. It'd be a conversation about religion or politics. It is that, isn't it? It's the same type of conversation. My 2 cents as a non-Liverpool supporter, don't care. Yeah, that's fair. They're all social institutions, exactly. Like I said the other day, there's good points on both sides of the argument, and the fact it's still dragging on as a debate is ridiculous. Oh, it's because that's we go into this every stream, don't we? Because that's the world we live in now, isn't it? Stupid. Like, let's talk about things to talk about rather than, it's boring. Yeah, but Reese, that's just silly, isn't it? Of course they will. Yeah, but yeah, technically, but it just happens everywhere. Right. Anyway, to be fair, I don't really want to go into it anymore because I think it's just rivalry and tribal natures come out in these things, don't they? Every club in the world does that, yeah. Real Madrid would never do anything illegal, no. I heckin' love media. Yeah, rank. Let's pick a team. We've got the next cup game coming up. Let's do... should I do another? Let's rotate again because it's the cup. Oh, it's the Alpen Liga. It's not the cup. You're right. You're right. For some reason I read Alpen Cup there. You're right. There was a clear influence, not from Real. There were clear influence, just not from Real Madrid. Yeah, agents, but it is. Well, it is close, isn't it? Yeah, like an agent can't tell Trent that Real Madrid are trying to sign them unless Real Madrid are trying to sign him. So, but yeah, you can't report it, but at the same time, obviously that's what they're doing. But every club in the world does that. It's just not a thing to even discuss, is it? Anyway, nice weather today. It is nice weather today. It's been lovely weather recently, hasn't it? Very good. Right, let's go strong then. If it's a league game, not a cup game. Echeverry rested. Let's just do that. Easy. Easy. Isn't the Everton game at midday today as well? Like, I assume they do all the Prem games today because of the FA Cup final yesterday, right? So you move everything. Because Liverpool play Monday, so I don't really know what's going on. Yeah, 12 o'clock. Southampton at home is a nice final Goodison game, isn't it? And then FA Cup final women's at 1:30. And then, Boreham Wood's at 12:30. So Leone will be stressing right now. I'm a Forest fan. I'm nervous. Why are you nervous? She was stressing yesterday. Yeah, makes sense. Why would you be nervous? The Conference League's great. With the news of a streamer getting detained at the border for his opinions, what's your football opinion that would get you detained? I don't know. Football opinion that would get you detained. Chat, you probably know. What would you say? It feels so weird the FA Cup isn't the last weekend of the season. I thought that yesterday. Is that... It does feel like that, doesn't it? Yeah. Here we go. CJ, thank you for the 3 months. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you. Shh, Ren, you don't shush. Seggy V's. It might be that, yeah. Alex Ferguson would struggle in this era. I don't think that's... I don't know. Because... Maybe. But it's one of those things. It's like saying all of these old footballers would struggle in this era. Like... Probably, but at the same time, you don't know because he maybe would have adapted. Like, if you took the Alex Ferguson's ways of playing football and put it in this era, yeah, he would. But he doesn't have to play that way. Same with like footballers, like they only had to be better than everyone around them. All of these amazing footballers, like Pele and Maradona. Like like with the sports science and everything around it, those are really annoying. G-Sun Park would be worth an arm and a leg with this third lung. It would be, yeah. It would be. Early FA Cup feels like FM scheduling had an FA Cup on a Wednesday. Yeah, why was it earlier? Something to do with Wembley, is it? Actually, yeah, I thought that yesterday watching it. Why was it so early? Forest still got a chance to make Champions League. Wouldn't bet on it, though. They do have a chance, yeah. They're away at West Ham today, right? Love Forest, me. Really good, proper people's club. Suspects. Really like them. Maybe that's my my getting detained opinion. I think it's planned like this for 3 to 5 years, just the FA being dick, is it? I don't know if Suspect was here earlier. Maybe he was. Maybe he knows exactly what I'm talking about. Right, Banyos still out injured. Should we give Goulet a game at home to Burnley? That makes sense to me. Arrested, yeah. Lavia. Let's do him. No, but I'm curious. I just said like how great they are. I'm just saying how probably out of all the teams in the probably my second team, I reckon. That's just what I was saying. Right, chat? Isn't it? Why are you lone listed still? I wanted to move him, but you probably shouldn't be lone listed anymore, should you? Something like that, yeah. I didn't say that, actually, Taze. Didn't say that. All right, let's do... What's your favourite forest? Probably Dean. Of Dean. That's my favourite forest, I reckon. I actually think Pele and Maradona would be good in the modern era. Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo aren't the absolute best players ever. I don't think they would, but because they wouldn't be able to run enough. Like, their fitness would be terrible. Dean Forrest, didn't he play in the 90s? He may have done, yeah. But I get what you... But, like, if they had... Like, Maradona was quite clearly not sober for a lot of his footballing career. I don't think he'd be great in today's world, in today's footballing landscape. However, you know, you then have a sports scientist with him who maybe makes him a lot better. Like, talent-wise, yeah, they're absolutely there. But Messi and... like, on just a basic, like... how do you do it? Like, scientific level, they would be a lot... Like, Messi and Champion Ronaldo, I need to call him. Cristiano Ronaldo are way better players. Like, on a scientific level. Yeah, Maradona couldn't do a line of coke before every game in the current game. No. Maradona on the blow trying to press for 90 minutes would be quite something. It really would. Putting Maradona into a gegenpress system would be quite funny. Like, couldn't even do that with Messi, could you? Oh, we had a game there and I didn't see the result. We won 5-4. What's happened there? Would R9 be good in today's era? R9, and maybe, probably. It's impossible to say. I don't know. That's like this debate. That's the whole point of the debate. I have no idea. The times they don't relate, you can't compare. Like, like, you cannot compare. What a thing that would be to be able to, like, have some type of way of putting, like, taking them from a different era and putting them into this. It'd be brilliant. I don't like these debates. Me neither. They're, like, pointless. It's the same as, like, manager of the season, worst debate in the world, like an individual player awards. We should probably talk about that because, like, you could, like, they're just, they don't make sense. There's too many variables. You can't compare, and it's so subjective, isn't it? But yeah. Like the Ballon d'Or, what a pointless award for people, for players to care so much about it. It's so sad, really, because it's just a silly thing, isn't it? We can look at that, Notfly. You're right. We can test the theory using FM, but you can't, though, can you? Because, like, how would you compare the attributes? You can't. It's just an ego thing, yeah. Yeah, the players want it because it's the biggest, like, flex, isn't it? That's why. Right. Lavia Belieber, Sesko Kroopy. We've managed to win 5-4, but we've gone top of the league, which is fun. Is Ruben Amorim the Burnley manager? Ruben Amorim is the Burnley manager. He was never at Manchester United in this world either. He was... it's here for some reason. He was sporting manager and then went to Burnley. Ballon d'Or, look how many likes I got. It's basically that, yeah. Criminals from the 1930s wouldn't cut it in today's world. It's the same as comparing old players. It is true. I often think about that. It is a real shame in a way that some of the old crimes that were committed in history, because they are really interesting. They make great documentaries, don't they? They just can't happen these days. Does anyone ever have that feeling, that thought? Some of those great crime documentaries, we're never going to see the likes of them again because it's so much security, so much better, and you know, like cameras and things ruined it. Really, they've ruined Netflix. Not sure I'd use the word shame. Well, from a purely from the point of view of wanting to watch great Netflix series and documentaries, it is a shame. If you ignore everything else, purely from that point of view, you have to agree it's a shame, right? Everybody agree? It's a shame. Plates thinks there isn't enough crime. No, I didn't say that. I said there isn't enough crime for great documentaries anymore. To be fair, Netflix wouldn't be great without cameras. Yep. Clates, ignore the victims of serial killers. I didn't say about killers. I said, like, bank heists is what I was thinking of. You were thinking of killers. That's on you, that is. You were the one who thought it's a shame there's not more serial killers. That's the thought you had in your brain. You have to own that now. Breezy. You have to walk around with that today. They don't make him like Jack. Would Jack the Ripper be as good as he was in today's game? He wouldn't be, would he? You played Knifey Spoony before, yeah. Right, Zhao Neves out. Let's play Sudakov. Hato is suspended. Let's go back for Tau for this one. Let's do Gruber's back, so he plays. No, and the Yorkshire Ripper proved this. He still did a pretty good... He was still quite effective, though, wasn't he? To be fair, Beyond, still quite effective, and great documentaries out of that. Cardady, thank you for the 9 months. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, dude. Thank you for the 9 months of support. What a guy. Thank you, dude. Would Jack the Ripper make the 08 Barcelona team? I think not. Well, let's make a team of Pav, is this Ref FC? Serial Killer FC. We could have in goal. Who would be the goalkeeper? Ed Kemper in goal. Was he massive? I think he was massive. Who was the really big lad? We'll have Dharma in the 10. Fred and Rose West as flying wing backs. Because Fred and Rose West, they're like the Raphael Fabio sort of approach for wing backs. Yeah, Ronnie Biggs is an overrated criminal, actually. If you actually watch a documentary about the train heist, that absolutely, yeah, massively overrated. Fred and Rose down at flying wing backs, I think. Ed Kemper in goal. Dharma in the 10. I like that, yeah. Where should we go? Who's on the wing? Hugs the patio. Ridiculous. You've been thinking about Harris Shipman a lot recently. Any space for him? I think he'd have to be like a smart centre-back, reads the game type of thing, maybe, for Shipman. Any potential sponsors in the chat? Just stop listening for a minute. Gonna do the youth team? No, Jayster, that's too far. John Wayne Gacy is the winger. Trecatista, John Wayne Gacy. You don't know which version you're going to get of him, do you? Charles Branson, CB or Target Man? That's awful. Harold Shipman off the hospital wing. Lucy Letby. What an odd stream. I think we might leave this. I think we should move on, to be honest. Zodiac in the 9 knows how to beat the offside trap. Yep. Yeah. Love the videos. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. I think as soon as somebody says as soon as I say the phrase Lucy Letby, I think we should move on. I agree. Lucy Letby is from Hereford. Yeah, that is true. Is she from Hereford or did she live in Hereford? I think that is not the new Jared Bowen, by the way. We're not doing that. That's not a thing. She lived there, right? She's not from there. I thought so. We're not doing that. We can't have a new Jared Bowen thing. And it's not Lucy Letby. Right. This is terrible situation to be in. I don't know why I'm changing so many players here. Let's just go with that. I like rotating when we've got a really good squad. Dictator FC. So you'd have probably no, we're not doing that. No, we're not. This is making the YouTube overview. Yeah, imagine that. Oh dear me. This is less one show, more this morning. Yeah, it's more it's quite Partridge, isn't it? Quite Partridge. She's one of our own. No, I'm not finishing that song. We've won 6-0. Sultani with 2, Tau with 2, Bargy with 1, and Zhao Neves with 1 there. We've beaten her to 6-0. We are still behind them though. King Jong-un up front. Hitler on the right. That's, to be fair, that's true, yeah. This morning is full of weirdos who they claim to talk to ghosts. That is true. They do, don't they? By the way, have you seen the clip of Ryland going full Brent on VE Day? I haven't actually. I've seen the clip of what's his name? The apprentice bloke, Bosch bloke. Him going quite. That was St George's Day, I think, that one. I've seen that one. The VOD of this will be interesting. Yeah. I'm afraid to Google Lucy Letby now. Yeah, to be fair, probably avoid that. Tom Skinner, yes, that was a few years ago. I've seen that one. What is this save, by the way? Oh, it's a great question. We're doing a multi-club save where, think of Red Bull with Leipzig, Salzburg, Bragantino, Red Bulls, etc. We've got our own version, which is based on our made-up energy drink, Spineless Energy. So we've got 4 clubs in our multi-club network, and we're managing all of them simultaneously. For example, Spineless Wolfsburg, here they are. How are the Red Bulls doing? That's a great question. Leipzig are 4th at the moment. Value of 2 billion. Is that like... It's about the same as us. Finance is rich. Red Bull are there. Let's check out Braga, actually. Annoyingly, in every other save that I've got, they're called Red Bull Braga. In this save, they won't change their name. It's a bit annoying, but there they are. They've also got... They're doing their 7th. They're not even doing that well, to be honest. But I don't think they spent loads of money. They only spent 5 mil. They have got loads of money, though. Thanks, Hazard. That Dave command needs to be updated with sporting in there. Saved one, yeah. What's this? Enjoy. Is this the Ryland thing? Sorry, what's happening here? What's happening here? Why have we got Ryland talking about barebacking? Breezy, what have you done to the stream? We'll watch this together then, chat, because apparently this is what we're doing now. This is quite... I can't do it because that's gone massive. We'll have to... I'll zoom it out for me and then you'll be able to see it better. Right, do you know what? You're going to have to watch it from this view.
So this is called barebacking, but where they travel without anything. No back, no digital device. They do it as got to have something. You're getting on the train, how are you gonna no man, I don't know. I think they're not having a paper to read, but not books to read, no earphones. Oh my goodness, they're living.
I began doing this a few years ago and I was called a raw dog.
That is so Brent. That is the bit. You got it. It's that bit there. Can I go back? How do you do this on this? It's the look, isn't it? he's like, okay. I can't zoom. I can't find. There's no scroll. I can't move it along. But yeah, you know the bit I mean. That was great. Right. Thoroughly enjoyable. Very much off track, but we move. It's gone into brain rot territory. Should we just do a stream where we just watch TikToks, by the way? I feel like we should I feel like that feels quite on brand actually. Right. Reaction streamer. I think we should just transition into a reaction streamer. There's the image, is it? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. There. There. We've lost the plot, yeah. How you doing, Tom? Welcome in. Right, we've got a game with Sporting. It's in the cup. So, let's do a couple of changes. Dean can play. Thank you for the 29 as well. Look at that. Chat, do some sub boards. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Let's play... Honey, you're injured, Atiku. That's a shame. Let's do... Vala. Oh, do you know what? Let's do Suzuki. He's played 4 games. I guess he was here before when the season started, wasn't he? Balaukazar, Kusiaser, and Mora. Let's do a few changes like that. Anybody else on this bench that I want to play? No. Vujovic can go on the bench. You know what? Let's play Ozcan. I don't want to hear Giles Brandreth talking about barebacking and raw dogging. Yeah, that's fair. That's understandable. Oh, I can pick more subs. Hello, Clates. Love your videos on YouTube and streams. Good job. Thank you. Welcome in. Sayoka. I hope you're good, my friend. These guys haven't even got numbers. Oops. We've played like 10 games this season. Do something special. All right. Wow. Okay, I guess this team weren't very good. We've won 10-0. 10 bloody nil. Marmouche with 2. Kusiasa Davic got a hat-trick. Tafan scored twice, which is fun. And Mora got 2. 46 shots. Villarreal. It's not Villarreal, though, is it? They wear yellow as well. That's not even that bad a stadium. What league are they in? I mean, they're not very good. They've got real players, look. Still? They've just been beaten 10-0, though. Villarreal bad. Yeah. Got my career with a Polish club and can't go further than the last 16 in the Champions League. Always get PSG. Yeah. They'll beat you, won't they? They will. Looks like a fun save team. They do, don't they? When you loan one of your players away from 1 year, do they also count to homegrown where you need 3 years? Not if they're outside of the country. And if they're not at the club, they're not counting their years towards the club. No, if they're out on loan. 4th division, is it? Cardani, thank you. Mbappe's washed. He's not though, is he? Mbappe's got 28 league goals this year. I feel like everyone, maybe it's because of the Champions League, but I feel like the whole narrative around Mbappe, or at least for a while, was that he was failing at Real Madrid, having moved there. He's got 28 league goals, everyone. And they've not won the league. They've not been, that is actually a lot. And I just think people aren't, I don't know, it's just narratives around things, isn't it? People seem to be not acknowledging that. Of course, he's very good in FM. He's not washed. He just doesn't help the makeup of the side. I mean, he scored 28 goals this year. Maybe that's down to more like Rodrigo and Vinny Jr. being not as good this year. He's had a really good season. It's true as well at the same time that he's probably not made them better. But it's one of them. Yeah, the Vinicius fall off is a bit wild. In fact, it's very wild. Too many luxury players. Yeah. But that's more of a Real Madrid thing, isn't it? He affects Vinny and Jude massively. Yeah. But he scored 28 goals. Stamped as a flop after a weak start. After what is probably quite an understandable start, really. But yeah. Supposed to be the best in the world. Should you expect more? I mean, he's nearly scored the best. He's scoring goals at the rate of being the best in the world. I don't know if it's... Can you expect more? 28 league goals is no joke. They lost this season with a lack of defence. I am very intrigued at what Real Madrid are going to look like next year with Xabi coming in. Very intrigued. I wonder how much money they're going to spend as well. Isak gets 40. What, at Real Madrid? I just don't know. That's very hypothetical, isn't it? The way they go for, I feel like they're going to be much smarter, and with a manager like Xabi feels like it's going to be a much smarter approach, and players like Hausen sort of shows that. If they go for Anglo Stiller and Carreras, those are smarter. They're not Real Madrid signings necessarily. They're much smarter signings, aren't they? Problem is Barca and Yamal have been the darlings this year, quite rightly as well. But yeah, Alonso's gone 2 seasons without losing away in the league mentor. Yeah. He's done a great job. It's not. Hossley was better for the side. Maybe. But still, I think it is hypothetical because there's variables there, isn't it? It could be other variables. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you're saying. That the balance was upset, but the balance, you can tweak the balance, can't you? 20 would be joint top in Prem, top in Bundesliga, top in Serie A, top in Liga. That's kind of my point. Is just that he's actually scored way more goals than I think people seem to be attributing to him based on the narrative around him. Yamal is too overrated. He's not though, is he? He's just not. Yamal is just not too overrated. Watch football with your eyes. Jude false 9, maybe. I also think though, that Real Madrid team that won the Champions League, they should have gone out, 3 times? Right? I don't think some of the football they played was particularly good a lot of the time. Oh yeah, no, Ollie, I agree. Yeah, you know, I know that you were agreeing. I was agreeing with your agreement. All good. He doesn't win anything yet. He's won 2 La Ligas. No, he's won as many La Ligas as Cristiano Ronaldo did, right? Already. He's not going to like that. Apart from the league and the Euros, so he's actually won quite a lot, to be honest. And he's also a fetus still. There is that. Anyway, yeah, I don't think I'm not. Pav, you're probably right. I just think there's still like, I think it's still a lot of it still gets tagged onto Mbappe more so than it probably should. You lose that headache then of trying to fit both Vinicius and Mbappe into the team. Yeah. And again, maybe the Vinicius drop-off is because of Mbappe, but it's one of those, isn't it? But I bet Saika did better in his GCSEs, maybe. Has Yamal done his GCSEs yet? Do you do your GCSEs in year 6 in Spain? Oh, this is fun. Ronaldo is just a Portuguese Raul Jimenez. I agree with that, actually. That's actually the first good point anyone's made in this chat today. Couldn't agree more with that. Oh, it does. Yeah, but yeah, it does. But I think this is a lot. I think it's just like, I think it's easy to do Mbappe hate because of where you think he should be. I think he's just been quite good. Well, no, I don't even think he's been that good. I just think he's not been as bad as people seem to just want to say all the time. And that's without really caring. Like, I'd actually be quite happy if he did a lot worse. And if he's making them worse, great, keep going. Keep doing that. Do more of it. But yeah, basically, I saw that he'd scored as many goals as he had and went, oh. His age means he'd be doing A levels now in England. Okay. I think it's personally, but I think it's one of those where they're going through some growing pains of that team. Yeah, probably. Scored like 40 goals and people saying yeah, that's it, basically. People assume he's been bad because Real Madrid didn't win anything. I mean, yeah, that's true, Holster. But then again, Cristiano Ronaldo was only was basically Raul Jimenez but Portuguese, right? That's what we all think. Let's pick a team. We've got this is a Champions League game. Should we play a game? I think we should. What was your creative process behind this Say's background, and what's the criteria for picking a new club to take over? Creative process was wanted to do spineless, and then thought about the fact that there was WOLFSBURG and WOLFSBERGER, and they're quite similar, so went for both of those, basically. Mbappe is the same hate as Rooney, where people want them to be a god, but like, what else is he supposed to do? Yeah, maybe. Everyone acts like he is the king of the world. Of course, he's a great wonder kid, that's true, but the main thing to be great in future is clear mindset and head. We will see, lads, we will see. Yeah, I think he's probably I think he's quite good, though. He's 17 and basically the best player in the world. That's quite good, isn't it, really? I love this stuff. I love it when it's not Liverpool and I can literally just like basically annoy both sides here. Pav's livid that I'm calling Mbappe good. We got people upset that I think Yamal's good. There's a lot going on, isn't there? I feel like I'm juggling just angering people all at the same time. When I was 17, I just wanted clear skin, yeah. Jake Humphrey just turned up, yeah. It's all about mindset, guys. We will see, lads. We will see. By the way, I hate Marco Rose on FM. Good to know. It's like saying Luke Littler is overrated. He is, to be fair. Why not? Let's do that. Why not say that now? Good, Breezy. What other Champions League games we got? We should do a game. We've got Monaco at home. Oh, Wolves play PSG. Let's play the PSG game with Wolves. There we go. What do you mean? Set pieces haven't been chosen. Yes, they have. Let's do that. Wow. What are we saying here? What, Luke Littler? I don't know. He is overrated. Everyone thinks he's the best. Like, he's the king of the world. It's about mindset, lads. Atabolu, Verts, Mosquera, Renan. Let's bring Kirkes back in. We get 12 subs, right? We will see. We will see. Let's do Xavi. Luke Littler is basically a dart throwing Raul Jimenez. And actually, wouldn't Maradona be better, you know, in the World Championships these days? Is that the question here? The winger in Birmingham Moneyball save has better stats than this. To be fair, he does, actually, Psyche, yeah. He does. But they were outstanding and they were in the Championship. We're all Raul Jimenez, aren't we? Luke Littler's just an English Johnny Clayton. Agreed. But would Phil the Power Taylor be able to carry Napoli to titles in this day and age? That's sort of what we've got to ask ourselves, isn't it? Rooney Bargy, Lamine Yamal. I've met Phil Taylor, nice bloke. Well, by all accounts, he's not a nice bloke, is sort of what I'll say to that. Isn't that quite a well-established opinion these days that Phil Taylor was a massive bellend? Don't know. You've met him, to be fair. I haven't. He was nice to you. Fair enough. Maybe everyone's wrong. Isn't he like grifting like CBD gummies these days, though? As per that sort of group of lads. Who's next, by the way, in the chat? Who's the next sort of ex-celebrity to be peddling CBD gummies? Let's do that as a bit of a raffle. I'd like to, and we can then, you know, find out if we're going to be correct. Right. I'm just going to do an instant result there. Vardy. That's a bit soon for Vardy, I think. Ferdinand. Me? Probably not. I mean, it depends how much they pay, to be honest. I like it on there because they're quite clearly told what to tweet. And, like, they all reply to each other. It's brilliant, really, isn't it? It makes you feel quite sorry for them. Carragher. No. That's a different group of people. Generally, how's your mum's arthritis? What's the code, Pav? What database do you mostly use? Don't know. It depends on the save, Nathan. Like, the normal one, usually. Someone punched in the head a lot. Carl Froch. Yeah, there you go. Can see Neville do it. Nah, Neville's way too, like, tuned in on things. Like, I don't agree with all the things he does, but he's not an idiot. Gary Neville's not an idiot. He's opinionated and stuff, but he's smart enough. Like, these people who do these gummies are usually quite clearly set 8 maths, if you know what I mean. But no, seriously, it did. I know, I believe you. Changing topic. What match engine do you use on saves and YouTube videos? The normal one. Oh, the normal one. Yeah. Those FM tweak ones and all those other ones are rubbish, in my opinion. He's a switched on guy. Yeah. He's an idiot. A different type of idiot. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, Barton probably already does. Yeah. Dog Eyes started in set 8. We've all got to start somewhere, kid. Kid 453. Is that the biggest number you can count to? Sorry, I don't know what being so mean. That was so just not needed, was it? So unnecessary. Oh, I love how you just reply saying right as well. Kid, you're always welcome here. I'm sorry, dog. Oh, dear me. That was uncalled for. That is all right. Yellow card for me, okay? I'll take it. I'll you know when the ref books you and you're like, you know what? You're right. Yeah, fair enough, ref. Thanks. Nice one. I'll take the yellow there. Sorry. I've said sorry enough now, I feel. All the pent-up aggression, exactly, yeah. Thank you, Fit Kid, for the brand new sub. Appreciate you. Tier 1. You've subscribed for 1 month. We'll come back next month and we'll see how you're doing then. Yeah? Appreciate you, dude. You've taken that very well, to be fair. What a legend. What a legend. You're very welcome here if that's how you take these things. Negging works, kids. It does. He's a wonder kid. Right, chat. Let's pick a team. Let's do this. We play PSG. So let's go as strong as possible and actually play a game on today's stream. We'll go Wharton Scott. We'll do Gray at right back. Oops. Debaston Silla. I think we might need like a proper worldy centre back, by the way, here at Wolves. Thoughts? Don't know how much money we've got, but maybe in Jan we look for... I think we did look, and there wasn't really any, were there? But I think that might be the next thing. Wharton Scott is the sailing team next Olympics. It definitely is. Also, they look so white, don't they? The pair of them in our midfield. Like, these two faces have never seen the sun. Like, so they're like me, so pale. I agree, but no idea who is. Yeah, me. I don't know who we signed, but I feel like that's the thing we need to look for. We'll have a look. Sesko Tresoldi up front. Do we do anybody else? No, I think we go those. Let's do that. We've got 9 subs. I think that's all we can do though. Yeah, that's true. It is the Midlands. You are quite right. What a weird stream we've had today. All right. What's the weirdest sponsor who has approached you? I don't know really in terms of weird. We've had like, you get a load. You get a load that you don't really know if they're legit or not, to be honest. You get a lot of like gambling ones and things like that I'm just like, no, thank you. Scott Wharton. Yeah, true. Pafundi. We're in behind early. Pafundi should be. Is it the post? Belieber? Oh, it's cleared. Yeah, I don't really know what the weirdest one is. Remember Manscaped? Yeah, Manscaped are weird, but they're sort of an established brand, aren't they? And they do pay all right. So, yeah. Do you think gambling sponsors should be banned from football? Yeah, maybe. They haven't sponsored anyone in ages, have they? Probably blew all their budget on sponsoring everybody for a while. Probably. Can't lie, I was the lowest set in English, but I had valid reason to be. Didn't probably learn English until I was in year 3. I mean, there you go. And now look at you beyond. Essays on the daily. On the daily. He's incorporated an amazing advert into the movie. Oh, it's good. It's good, chat. There's this movie that is it's almost there. There's a very there is an ad on it, but it's a good one. Also, we've got some stuff coming with Surprise Shirts, who are just an amazing company. So we've got some more stuff with them coming up too, which is cool. Krupi has given us the lead at the back post. It's a lovely little back post header as well from a throw-in. Classic. Good header. Donnarumma beaten. We lead. No, Ollie. No. 2 off the bar. Sesko. Tresoldi off the bar again, or just over. We just take a Huel sponsorship. Yeah, I think we did a Huel one. That was like years ago though. If they're like, I get like they're a bit. To be fair, these sponsorships, they're a bit like on the nose sometimes, and it's a bit cringy. But at the same time, they're paying you. If it's a brand that is just that they're not hurting anybody, are they? Like. People just don't drink Huel if you don't want to drink Huel. Like, they're a bit cringe sometimes, like these, but like, yeah. You're gonna pay me to talk about a thing while streaming? Yeah, sure. It's not hurting anyone type of thing. Still need the Ember sponsorship. We really do, don't we? PSG have equalised, by the way. Tonali with the goal. Would you consider commissioning a self-portrait to fill that space over your shoulder? Sure. Oh, the Neville Huel lads are just ridiculous, aren't they? They really are. Like, but at the same time, it's like, that's kind of a way to do some ads. Just make it quite clear that you're reading an advert. And it's like, there you go. Does it cost you anything if the viewer skips the sponsored part of the videos? No. As long as they carry on watching afterwards, no. Some videos, I don't know how people do this, but I don't know if it's an automated thing, but it pops up sometimes like skip the ad, even if it's an integrated ad in the video. You get the option to actually skip it. So can we get Lenny to do an ad? That'd be a good idea. If he could just do an ad, if he could do all of the ads, that'd be great. Oh, absolutely. Skip the sponsored part. You forget, like, you only watch the ad. Nice. You forget that, like, the creator knows this. Like, and like when taking an ad and taking a sponsorship, what you will be doing is weighing up the effect that this is gonna impact the video and the money that they're paying. Like, it's all about that. Sesko's just missed a pen. That's annoying. Love the notion of Lenny doing all the ad reads. Yeah. Why do you think we're having a kid? He's just going to do the adverts. And a word from our sponsors, and it's just a tiny toddler going, "Thank you to Huel for sponsoring today's video." It's basically a Gary Neville ad. Sesk, no, he's missed it, yeah. Right, Pafundi, can we get... I need to do subs. Sesko, Trasoldi, he's hit the post. How many times did we hit the woodwork here? He was offside anyway, but yeah. Right, we've dominated, but we can't score. Let's do subs and see if we can change that. Let's do Escobar on. Let's do Penis on. Lavia. Who else can make something happen? You could, maybe. Let's do Goular on. Yeah, a baby just babbling with the product on show. Yeah, perfect. Do you reckon Archie Gray would be a decent wide centre-back? Yeah. He's a good right-back for us here. Man of the match performance from him at right-back. He got the assist. Favourite save you've done? Malvern or Worcester? Lower league, all the way to the top. Or Hereford. One of those three. Maybe Hereford, actually, thinking about it. But Malvern, I don't know. Those are all, like, right up there as, like, my favourites. We've drawn a 1-1 here. Because Cat's having a child, does this mean you get a kitten? Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. We've drawn 2-2 with Marseille. Echeverri has scored 2 more goals, by the way. He's been a bit of a revelation. I thought he should have scored yesterday, by the way, coming on Echeverri. Worcester kind of gets a bittersweet ending. It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Like, I think we finished... Did we finish Worcester? No, Worcester... We finished Worcester when we got to the Prem, didn't we? No, Malvern got to the Prem. Worcester got some good local games in that league next season. Yeah, they have, yeah. Yeah, we've won 5-1 against Monaco. That's good. Mosquera twice. Gruber, Sultani with 2 as well. Sultani's racked up a fair few now, I think. Sort of slyly. That's not even the same team. We finished when we got to the Prem. Yeah, there you go. I think we sort of ran out of time, didn't we? I think we did the same with Malvern. Hereford, though, we went and won the Champions League. So there's that, maybe that tops it, perhaps. Do you have any Lime bike adventures in Devon? No. There's no Lime bikes here. I need to get a bike, actually. There's great coast paths and things that it could be explored. I usually run them. But, yeah, I do need to get a bike. Would you ever do a Belgian league save? We've done one. Athmos. This year, in the Journeyman, we had a spell at Anderlecht. This year. Malvern was the best, in my opinion. There's real nostalgia with Malvern, isn't there? I wonder how do we get that back? Was it just... I know we streamed more. Like, how do we get that back ready for, like, the next... Like, this is a completely different vibe, isn't it? How do we get back that, like, proper nostalgia? You know, the Worcester save would load into this FM. We never did it. No, I don't think we did. I think I may have done it, but yeah, we did. We could do that. We could finish it, couldn't we? Harden on FM this old. Yeah, it's the songs. It may be the songs. It may be the songs. I think you need to go and get a proper streaming schedule back where you stream 3 times a week. And, like, you can actually, like, keep it moving then a bit more. It's probably that, isn't it, to be honest? And, like, and I think, yeah, obsessing over it so you do things like songs and goal sounds and all that stuff, probably. It's just a simple save rather than a challenge, and more streams helps. I think it just is the more streams. So I'm basically, like, thinking about how we get back to that with the new game when it comes around. About to become a dad. I know, yeah. I'm not saying we're going to do that now. But, like, say September, October, when the new game drops, is that how you go and do it? Because it won't be... The new game comes out, you'll do the beta type save. And then do you start one? We usually start one around December, January, don't we? Do we start, like, a lower league one and do something like that at that point? and do it in that way, and you commit to it and you do 3 streams a week and go from there type of thing. Maybe. Because we do, like, those are iconic, aren't they, for the channel? I think Hertha Brazil, I think we achieved it with that one as well. Like, we got to know all the... I think it's about getting to know all the players that you've got and stuff as well, isn't it? Can we do worms? I mean, we could do worms, and now we've been offered worms. All right, we've got a Europa League game here. They're Mount Rushmore, they are. So, I didn't do next match only, which is annoying, so I'm going to have to go and repick the whole team here, but let's do that. Martins. I think the Journeyman was good. I think the Journeyman was good, yeah. I just think, I wonder if we have lost, and it's probably just because we don't stream as often, but like these things go hand in hand with the YouTube channel's gone massive because we don't stream as often, so it's one of those, isn't it? Love watching your Pentagon challenge. That was great. There you go. Right on point there. Sticking with one club works best with stream. Yeah. I think about Jury Seller on the daily. Yeah. Consistency is the key. I guess that most viewers that watch FM streamers just want something to follow and not hop around between loads of different streamers depending on who's on. Yeah, yeah, you're probably right, Andy. You do not play there. Why are you even there? Like that. Do worms and make Hertha an affiliate club, yeah. Not mocking your viewers. True. I was going to do a clever comeback again. And I was like, I'm not going to. No, because you know I'm not going to. Right, France, Demiral, both are a little bit tired, but I think they'll be okay. True dog. Instant result this one. Bratislava. I think we actually do kind of need to win. I think we lost a game or at least drew a game in the Europa League so far. We do need to make sure we qualify. We've won 4-0. Okay. Darvic, 2 from Marmoush. That's good. And 1 from Kusiaser. That puts us 9th. No, yeah, we did lose a game. Look, we lost to Lyon. I thought so. Return to Worcester, Malvern, Hereford, Ledbury, Swift. I played for Ledbury Swifts, Pav. As a young buck. There you go. I feel like what have we not done in that place? Yeah, there's probably something like that for sure. Do a game show quiz one day and we crown the smartest and dumbest Clayton community members. Like just like general knowledge, you mean? Kid, are you in for the maths round? Should we get Kid into a call now and do just like a year 6 SATs paper? I'm wicked. To be fair, Kid did just say he started in set 8 and he may have trumped all of us now. He might be a genius these days. And do you know what? Fair play to you. We have fun. We have fun. Prime 1 show this. Yeah, Tom, you missed the Serial Killers 11 we were doing earlier. Bear in mind that was 6-7 years ago. Yeah, since then, the progress is ridiculous. You know your 12 times table now, don't you? What's this? Lead player development. Are we up there? We've got 11 of our own. Could have got worse too, to be fair. Yeah, absolutely. It really could have done. As soon as Lucy Letby was mentioned, I thought it's time to move on correctly. Right. Let's we've got Estrella de Amadora. What time are we on? We're at midday, so the Everton game's about to kick off. We will I don't know how long I've actually got, but let's make a bit of a... The Pun World Cup was great. That's true, actually. What a time to be alive. It's on TNT. Thank you. Didn't even... Who was that? Oh, it's Joel Burns. Don't know who that is. He's done his cruciates. I'll pop that on, because why not? Those Pun World Cups were great, weren't they? But yeah, I think to get back to that type of golden era of like learning the players and doing the songs, you have to do, I think it's 3 streams a week. I think it's that. No, yeah, no spoilers. Remember, football happened is the way that you do it. If something happens that you just cannot contain your reactions, you have to write something in the chat. Let people know that football's happened rather than telling us exactly what's happened. Is this the last ever Z cars? At Goodison. I meant kid going to set night. Fair. Okay. Guys, what are you so upset for? You've got the Hill Dicks to go to. You can have a lovely time at the Hill Dicks Stadium. All right, we've got a game against Klagenfurt. So let's pick the team for this. How many of the clubs played each other in a legit competitive match? Once. It's happened once, Nerd Den, and it was a Champions League final. And that's the only time it's happened in the save so far, which is crazy. Like, you'd expect them to have drawn each other much more. This year, we've got 4 teams. I suppose they're not all in the Champions League. Next year, if we get all of them into the Champions League, surely they play each other more. But yeah, it's happened once, and it was the Champions League final. And it was Wolves versus Wolfsburg. Just doing a couple of changes for this game. Spineless Wolfsburg play Hamburg. Wolfsburg have won 2-1. Zezi scored twice, so centre-back scoring 2 goals there. Love that. I think it'll happen again this year. Maybe not the final, though. Yeah, I reckon the chances were really low that they avoided each other until then, wasn't it? So they should. They should play each other. How's Mastantuono's stats, by the way? It's okay this year. 3-3. All right. I actually did a mathsy degree, so basically... Did you actually? That's great. That's great. That's really good. All right, we've got Hamburg. Let's do... In fact, let's pick the best team, which is João Neves. Then do... Who should we give a game to? Give Buchler a run out at centre-back? Hasn't played much. Iggy Dubs is going to play. Next season, you should do a cup with the 4 teams. We could do like a friendly cup. That's true. That's true. Thoughts on David Lynch blocking people for calling him out on the Frimpong stuff? I mean, people don't need to call him out, because also his opinion was he's only regurgitating what his sources are telling him. I sort of respect it in a way. Like if people are being bellends about it, he has every right to block them. I think fine. That's what people... I don't get that about people going, why are you blocking me, Pete? Why are you blocking? Like, well, because I don't want to see your tweets anymore. Like, that's it. Because I think you're a bellend and I don't want to see your tweets. Sorry. Isn't that everybody's right? Basically, David Lynch was going quite strong on the fact that Liverpool weren't going to sign Frimpong. Because obviously his source at the club or whatever had told him it actually wasn't a thing. So he went quite hard on that. And now people are calling him out saying how wrong he was. So I suppose he's blocking them probably because they're being not very nice about it, I'd imagine. Hey, I'm a dickhead. Why are you blocking me? You afraid of insults? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Just logged on, dropping the bell in. Yeah. Which is like, it's not a big deal. It's not a big thing. And I'm sure that it's probably just justified because people are being quite unsavoury. That's all. Does the other energy drink have UCL teams for derbies in Europe? There might be, Carlson. I don't know actually where they finished. We should check, shouldn't we? Braga, I doubt it. Salzburg probably will be in the Champions League, and Leipzig probably will be. Some of it was just people saying bin off that source. I mean, also, why do you care who blocks who? What, like, do you really care that a journalist has blocked people? Like, who cares? Let's do that. Braga's not owned by Red Bull in real life. No, we've added them in this game. Leeds as well. I don't know how they're doing, where they are in the league, but we've added some extra ones in to try and make extra competition. I'm struggling to get the changes I do in the pre-game editor to work in game. What changes specifically, Mark? Because I might be able to help, I might not, but that's not necessarily something I've had where they've just not worked. But FM's fiddly like that sometimes. It just doesn't make any sense. Like me changing the names of the teams sometimes, like randomly works sometimes and then doesn't work other times. Same with the stadium. Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. All right. Where are we doing with... How are we doing? We've won 1-0. Oh, Iggy Dubs has scored again. The kid is a goal scorer. Do you get recognised at Anfield? It's happened twice. Otto. And I've been recognised in public 3 times, I think it is, only. And 2 of them were at Anfield. Iggy Dubs has scored 2 in his 2 starts so far. Oh, it's a good finish as well, you know. It's a good finish. Yeah, he's going to be quite good. New here. Can you tell me what you're doing in this save? We're doing a Red Bull type network of clubs, but with our own energy drink brand, Spineless Energy. Must feel great. Yeah. Bit weird, really. A bit weird. One of the times, recognised at Anfield by a Manchester United fan. Calm down, Mr. Famous. I know, right? Wolves won 6-1 away at Ipswich. Lavia, Pafundi, Krupi, Sesko. 6 different goal scorers. Trasoldi, Escobar. Very cool. Still not top, though. Although it could go above City still. I don't know. Notfler. That's what I said. I said, why are you here? How did Wolves manage to get Sesko? I bought him. I mean, to be fair, Wolves they won the league last year. They came 4th the year before. They got to the Champions League final. That's how. Where is it? Got to the Champions League final. Actually, did Sesko score? Oh, I can't see it. Did Sesko score in that game? I can probably check it here. Did it tell me goal scorers? He didn't score, and then he moved there. But that was the game there. Look. Send me a me. Stalked you probably not. Of course, he was with his wife, and his wife came and said, my husband watches your YouTube videos. Can he have a photo? Great, that, isn't it? Maybe to be fair, maybe his wife was a Liverpool fan. Maybe that was it. Watching the F1 later, probably not. I'm not gonna lie, probably not. It's a real wife, yeah. But I will say, if any of you do see me in public, I will of course have a chat with you. Of course. Ferrari. Let's get him out. Injured. How's Kat doing? Yeah, she's all right. She is very pregnant is the answer. She has good days and bad days. Days where she is absolutely knackered, and then other days where she's feels like absolutely fine. Wish I could take a photo with you too. You can, Reese. Just you'll have to sort of find me in real life. Did you time to up the wife? I did, yeah. Never going to Devon. That's fair. Understandable. Maybe when I'm elsewhere. Can you give an update on season 4? Yes, Mocraft. Wolfsburg won the Champions League. Every other team basically won the league. There you go. How's Lenny doing? He's good. He's not in here today because Kat's probably going to go out with him. She may have already gone, actually. But yeah, no, he's good. He's chilling. Loving life. Right. Yeah, but no, yeah, Skilly, she's good. We are a week away from due date. So you can imagine what that entails. What's the furthest into the future you've been playing in a save without simulating holidaying? I don't know, actually. With the way that they're usually stream saves, you don't usually get like super far just because they're on stream, but maybe like yeah, football has happened. I don't know, which save have we got furthest into the future on? I think we got into like 2040 or something with a couple of them, didn't they? Yeah, first one suspect, yeah. Right, that'll do. Football has indeed happened. I think it'd be a cool idea to get some clubs in different continents to be somewhere in the future and point when you win every single Champions League. Yeah, it'd be cool, Mocraft. It's just, it's you have to like weigh that up with the playing of the save. And if they all have different calendars, that's just a lot of games to get through is the thing. So I agree with you, but in the same way that we do have Corinthians. However, we don't manage them because they are just an affiliate. Because otherwise you'd be playing a game every single 2 days, wouldn't you? I'm in 2065 now. I decided to switch teams within the save instead of restarting. Kind of fun to see all the crazy stuff happen in that long time. Yeah, having that own your own like world to sort of see how it's all developed is great. I agree with that. That's a good way of doing like a new save. Just take the same universe and just make a new save in it. Would you give pictures if someone in the public said it's second yellow card? No. Nah. I say how dare you? How dare you? That's what I'd say. I don't, that's such a weird scenario to think about. Right, we've won 4-1. Porto also won. We're 4 points behind them at the top. It's going all right. We just need to finish top 4 here. You look so much like Matt, though. I know. Basically, twins. Twins. No, I love Matt. Big fan of Matt. Right. Do we have any big games that we should play coming up? We've got 4 WOLFSBERGER. We've got a Champions League game against Barcelona in a couple of days, or a couple of games. WOLFSBURG play Mainz twice randomly. The Bayern game is there, and then it's Leipzig back to back. Look, oh look, we play Leipzig in the Champions League. There you go. Someone asked about that. And then Leipzig in the league straight afterwards. That's interesting. How long have you been streaming for? 5 years? Something like 5 years. Yeah. Probably a little bit more than that, maybe. But yeah, about that. Since FM19, wasn't it? So. Right. Just trying to work out how long I've got at the moment. Nearly 6 years soon, right? I guess August. It'll be 6 years then, yeah. I think I started the end of August, start of September in 2019. So it'll be 6 years in a few months, yeah. Been out the loop with the save. How did you come about? What's the aim? We're doing a multi-club save. Like Red Bull, but with spineless energy. Aim of the save is world domination. There you go. That feels like a long time ago. It does. It was a long time ago, though. Like, it just was now. Long time. Right. We play Mainz away. Let's pick a team. Let's do Tell. Pre-COVID, yeah. It was pre-COVID. Let's do Viper deserves a little run. With Gruber, let's do that. Jean Nevers is tired, so Sudakov maybe. What's a COVID, yeah. Why don't you make Spineless Energy a real energy drink? I actually did buy some stickers so that I could make, get like the can of waters and then stick the stickers on and pretend to do it. And then I just did it. I drank all the waters. So I probably should. Just as a nice prop is the idea. Right, we'll do that. Vert's a bit tired, so maybe we'll give Schneider a run. It's in the cup, so there we go. All right, we've won 5-2. 2 for Viper, 2 for Yamal, 1 for Tell. Making good progress here. We're up to the end of October. I will probably get us at least until Jan, because, in fact, how much money? We've got 24 million for Wolves to try and sign that centre-back. We could, like, have a little look for one. Like 24 or younger centre-back. Who is our best possible? That's the guy, isn't it? It's him. It's Damian Mendoza. He's not maybe quite ready yet. He's actually got rubbish potential according to that. Scalvini. What do you, oh, do you know, that makes sense. What about Scalvini for Wolves? Only 24, 68 million. That's a release clause as well. Maybe next summer rather than in January, but is that the Wolves signing? It probably is something like that, isn't it? Yeah. Bitshiabu's quite fun. Very cheap, actually, Bitshiabu. Cardiff on loan. Is he not very good then? I quite liked Bitshiabu for Sporting could make sense. Yeah, it's probably Scalvini. Who else is there? Antonio Silva? How's he doing in this save? Probably at Newcastle usually. He's at Liverpool. Like, he's the other one. Portuguese as well, so that makes sense for Wolves. But is 100 million. So probably not going to be him. I like Bitshiabu. He's 6'5", which is obviously great. If I go, what does the director of football say? Just, I know that I'm on WOLFSBURG, but what do they say for? Yeah, Lukeba, Scalvini, Upamecano. Lukeba probably just about fits as well, but I love him, but he's 94 million. I would sign him for Wolves as well. He's more expensive though. If Scalvini's at 68, that feels like good value. He must have a new photo by now as well. We'll maybe for the summer though, that conversation. When we get our new budgets. Matondo wants to be recalled. No. Right, let's do... By the way, chat, this is really thrilling content. I've done 45 days of 10k steps every day. That's good, isn't it? That's my streak. 46, actually. 46 days in a row of getting my 10k steps in. Are you proud of me? Please say you're proud. Dad, I mean, chat. Please. Thank you, suspect. Solid streak, that, isn't it? It's a solid streak. Thank you, Ollie. I'm worried about how when like Labour kicks in, how this probably shouldn't be the priority, but how I'm going to keep my streak going. One of my friends also tries to do their 10k every day and did like over a year of getting 10k steps every single day. But when he had a baby, I was like, how did you manage to get your 10k steps in? Do you know what he said? He said, I kept pretending I forgot something in the car. Yeah, walk with the baby. I mean, like during labour, when Kat's literally birthing and we're in the hospital, how am I going to get 10k steps in on that particular day? You do that in a morning's work with me. To be fair, I used to get that done as a teacher because you're on your feet so much. I used to do about 7,000 just from without thinking about it. But I do a job now where I sit in my office making Football Manager videos. So it needs to be an actual conscious effort to get outside and walk. So yeah, that's why I get that done. Feel like you'd be pacing anyway. Yeah, 10k is a lot though to be pacing. That's outrageous, isn't it? I kept pretending I forgot something in the car. Run around like a maniac, people would understand. That is true, yeah. Maybe it'll just have to be pacing. What are you doing? I feel like Kat is going to hate me if I'm there just pacing next to her though, right? Might have to do 10k steps to the hospital for sure, yeah. But yeah, walking with the baby is going to be a thing. We've got like a couple of baby carriers that I fully intend to get it done like that. She'll probably be preoccupied. Yeah, I think she might want me there though. Like support, emotional support, rather than I'm just going to go and do 10k steps. See you in a bit. See you in an hour. Go full Mark Corrigan, pace yourself to the vending machine. Chipsticks or frazzles. Yeah, I like it. That could work. I remember in the birthing suite, the awkward moment trying to ask my wife for the Wi-Fi password, which was on her wristband. That's good to know. Get that in early. Yeah. For both of us. You can pace around the labour room. Yeah. I'm going to have to do that, I think, James. How did you find it, by the way? Any tips? This is what now, like, from someone who's just been through the process, any tips for, like, stuff I should definitely take with us? Or, like, generally, I suppose, become a porter for the day? I mean, got to get those steps in. Get Kat up walking, out with the labour. When my wife was pregnant with my first, we were speed walking around the hospital. Yeah. Things to help Kat relax. Yeah, that's part of it. we've got like a speaker and we're going to take loads of stuff and you basically can set the room up in your own way type of thing. iPad charger. Take a cheese board in case you get hungry. Probably not. I don't think she's going to want cheese. Comfy clothes, snacks, chargers. Yeah. If you can make her give birth early hours, easy. Candles. Yeah. Snacks. She's bought. She keeps doing like gets a craving of some type. And then she's like, I'm buying that now for the hospital bag. There's jellies. She's got jellies in there. We've got a TENS machine. Yeah. We rented that, went and picked it up on Friday. So with TENS machines ready to go. Lucas A Sports for after is good. I guess that's like hydration, isn't it? Are you picky on hospital food? I don't think I get fed. So it doesn't really matter whether I am or not. I think Kat gets like food. I don't think I'm not expected to get fed by the hospital. Our birth ended up being pretty horrific, so lots of our plans went out this window. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm ready to hear those then, but maybe I am. I'm not sure. Yeah, you hear that so much. We did an NCT group and it was only 3 couples in the group and they've all now given birth. Like this past week, both of them went in and now they've got babies. So we're like the last one without the baby yet. You do not get fed. Cat will get cold toast. That's what I was expecting. Tea and toast for Cat and then me for nothing. Bear in mind that your plans may just go depending on what baby wants to do. Of course. Yeah, of course. A mystery football shirt for the baby. Probably won't do that. But yeah. And then both of those have had like one of them had an emergency C-section. One of them had twins. So it was like, won't go into deets right now. Yeah. One of them was all against like having the C-section and then ended up having an elective one, all sorts. Like I'm fully expecting to like, you just go with the flow on these things, don't you? Are you going to announce the birth in the newspaper? Could come in handy for a YouTube video in 30 years. Couldn't it? We need to think about these things, don't we? Is there anything I can do that's like could make a great YouTube video in maybe like 10 years? I got my child to play one Football Manager match every day for the first 5 years of their life. Something like, is there an idea? We need to think of these now. Exactly, James. Yeah, you're right. Probably not stream the birth. Probably won't do that. No. Yeah, to be fair, both of those couples have said the exact same thing as well. I'm not even sure how much I want to see of the birth. Let alone, I don't know what type of viewership we'd get. Maybe it might be our most watched stream, I reckon, but I don't think we're going to do that. It's definitely TOS as well. Let's do... Is Flamingo back? I'm going to give Flamingo a little go because it's the cup, I think. Instead of being a Project Mbappe dad, be a Project Kundal dad. Yes. You normally sit by a head so you can't see anything. That's my plan, very much so. Thanks for the follow, Jay. Is Banyos back yet? Still injured. Hurry up, lad. I think he broke his ankle, to be fair to him. I have 14,800 channel points. Surely enough for naming rights. For the baby? Probably not. Probably not. Get high in gas and air like my mate did. Yeah. I did my knee and had surgery. And when I came in, they put me on gas and air at the start. And this was not the ACL. This is the other time. And all of my mates, the 2 mates that took me in, were just hogging the gas and air. I was like, lads, please, can I, like, I'm actually in quite a lot of pain here. Can you please pass that back? Definitely should make a sweet video for YouTube though. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's something, isn't there? You're right. If you take the laptop in and do the photo, we'll leave. If you take the laptop in and do the photo, we all leave. What does that mean, Pav? If you live stream the birth and I use 75k channel points, can I name the baby? I mean, you do get a new gen rename. This is true. As in the photo of playing Football Manager, is that the one you mean? What do you... I'm trying to find a team to take on a long hard rebuild. Any suggestions? Chat, you know what to do. Jay would like Yeah, I thought that's the one you meant, Pav. Yeah. I know. I thought that's the one you meant. I'm probably not going to do that. Thank you. Not full of nose. It's Barnsley. You have to do a Barnsley save, Jay. That is the only answer. Is this a cup game? It is. Suzuki plays the cups. Howson plays the cups. Is Atiku back yet? Not quite. Barnsley, I'm afraid. Just for one day. All right, how did we get on in the cup? We've won 5-2 in the Carabao. Tresoldi got 2. Escobar and Wharton got 2. Penis got injured. I hope that's not too bad. We will find out. And how did... What is that injury? He's done his ankle ligaments. Barnsley Clayton. He's reformed, isn't he? Yeah, I think he might be. Barnsley Clayton. Right, 2 more for Tresoldi. How many goals has he scored now for spineless teams in total? A decent old chunk. He didn't score any for Wolfsburg. That's a shame, isn't it? He's got 44 and 80 for Wolves, though. Wanted by Chelsea. Would we sell him for a big price? Do you reckon? He's got 83 goals for us, I suppose. But, like, if we get a £100 million bid for Tresoldi, do you sell him? It's a bit of a shame. He's played 145 games for teams in the Wolfsburg, in the spineless network. So I kind of would like to keep him, maybe. Do you think Lenny will get jealous once the baby arrives? I really hope not. I think you do have to be quite careful with dogs and things, don't you? I think our plan is very much just to just be nonchalant about it. Like, not make it a big deal to him so that he just gets used to the baby being there without being jealous of it, because it is a thing. Like, the people who like make a big deal and present the baby to the dog, I feel like it can just cause so many weird problems. I don't think he'll get jealous. He's pretty chill, but I think he'll be fine. But yeah, I think we're just going to be really non-fussed about it. Nonplussed. Martins is really good and he's improving. That's good. I learnt walking by riding on my dog, basically. I feel like Rylan. Fair enough. Okay, we have Salzburg next. Should we play it? It might be one of our final games. Let's play a game against Salzburg. Why not? Sorry. That's what, yeah, that was my reaction. Right, Pav, come on. Come on. Yo, not like that. No, we know. It's all good. It's all good, Mocraft. We've got Arsenal in the Carabao Cup quarter-final, which is a bit annoying, but it's all good. We'll beat them. Happy to beat them whenever they need. Schneider is now professional. Wirtz deserves a Germany call-up. Couldn't agree more. Why is he not in the squad as their right back, surely? Mosquera out for 1 to 3 days. Are we playing Salzburg with Wolfsberger or with a different team? Wolves play City next. Our lowest trainer is Mustantueno with 7, by the way. That's good, isn't it? Went to put the 12:30 football on to see the final Goodison stuff just for them to be in the 25th minute. Yeah, early kickoff. Not really sure why it was 12 midday kickoff, but maybe for telly because there's so many games on today. But yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Pokal draw. Let's see who we get in that. We got... I didn't see it. Who did we get? Schalke. There you go, Beyond. KD, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. Welcome and hello. I think there might be a delivery at the door. I don't think I'll need to go and get it, but hopefully he leaves it outside. I can hear the van. The van's gone, so I think they just dropped it. Right, we have got Salzburg. Let's play this game. It's in the league. We play away at Salzburg. Always a big game. Against our energy drink rivals. Let's pick the best team and play this one. Dagger and Douay. What's going on in the football here? Why is the keeper so far away from the goal? Mastantuono, Echeverry, Mateta out, Majic in. And that's how we're going to do it. Do we get 12 subs? We do. Let's put Langer on the bench. Right. Let's play this. Set piece routines have been set up. What are you on about? What are you on about? I've played loads of games. Set piece routines haven't been set up. You just do those. There we go. Right, let's do this and then see where we are. We've got a game against Mainz, which we don't need to play, but we do have an injury there. So Buchler maybe? Vert, Buchler, Kirkes Larsen. Let's play Xavi Simons deeper. I'm going to do it so that we can play Tal. Gruben Soltani is fine. Renan needs to go on the bench like that. Perfect. Wolves have got City. That is a big game. First versus second, I think. Simon Gray, Debas, Silla, Belieber. Who's Belieber wanted by? Everton and Leipzig. Gray is wanted. Leipzig wanting a lot of our players, by the way, is because they've got so much money now. Because of the Red Bull stuff. They actually want a lot of our players. They want Pafundi as well. That'd be 100 mil plus, surely. Wow. We could get serious money for Pafundi. I don't think I want to sell him, but that could be interesting. Let's do Wharton and Scott. Tresoli, Sesko. That is our first choice 11. So let's do that and see how we get on. Right. Let's go play this Wolfsberger Salzburg game. There's the Salzburg team. They've got that Guerra in goal in midfield. Look, the one that we said plays Fortnite. Watching this Everton game. Is he off? Football nearly happened. You'd think he's offside. Everton look like they're going to score every time I look up. Majic over. Why are there empty seats here? Why are there so many empty seats here? It's an energy drink derby. Euro? Wide. I assume he was offside, right? Yeah, he was. Right, not much is happening here. Why is it going so slowly? I triple captain Vardy for today. I don't think I did my team. Which is a real shame because we're so close to the end now. I'm not sure. Oh, did I do it? I definitely didn't triple captain Vardy, but you'd really hope he'd get a goal. Because, like, it was on Thursday, wasn't it? Because, oh, sorry, on Friday, because there's games on Friday. Oh, no, I did. I think we're good. We're all right. I haven't got Vardy, though. Vardy's getting subbed in the 9th minute from my sources. What, after he gets his penalty goal, or... 5th minute pen, deliberate handball. Nice. Right, come on then, lads. Why are we not... We're in our lovely black kit, though. It looks nice, doesn't it? Why are we not winning this game? We're going to be losing this game. Good save, Tomoch. Good save, Tomoch. Well done. Might genuinely delete my FPL team if that happens. Yeah, save your triple captain all year for that. Mastantuono went left-footed. Surely you go with your right foot there. How cool is this team, by the way? How cool do the kits look down here? Like, what a team. Again, it does need that striker, doesn't it? I like Seto, but he's probably a third choice striker. And Majic isn't quite a Gruber, maybe. Napoli wanted Nunes is brilliant. Imagine Conte and him. I think he'd tear up Italy. I think he'd tear up a lot of leagues still. Euro! 1-0. Get in. Have you seen how slow Serie A looks sometimes? Get Nunes. That I feel like he'll score. He's going to... Like, I know this is such a trope by now, but like Nunes is going to go somewhere and score a load of goals, isn't he? Which is why I think Liverpool should be looking to get decent, like really decent money for him. I think they'll back themselves to get good money for him as well. Nunes and Lukaku up front with KDB, Gilmore, McTominay midfield. Lovely, yeah. They've equalised. Ezi Abdi. That is annoying. We got the lead and then I think they just want to go. Oh, they absolutely... No, it's the right decision to sell Nunes as well, by the way. He's not going to come good at Liverpool now. There's too much water under the bridge. Too much, like, baggage there. But put him in another league. Bundesliga high line, Serie A with the pace of it. So many different things like that he will go somewhere and score a load of goals. And I think that's why they can still try and get good money for him. The thing with Liverpool is that they will try to do the best business thing as well, though. But like, so I know they just want rid of him, but at the same time, I think they will care about the price. That's the thing. Beto learn the rules, yeah. It's annoying because he keeps finishing these really nicely, doesn't he? Right, we're going to do a load of subs to try and win this at the end. Well, 3 subs to try and win this with 14 to go. Go full Diego Forlan. Yeah, the Prem's hard. The Prem is hard. So many players. Like, look at Anthony. That's a great example of it. The Prem's just hard. And it's not even because it's better or anything like that, because it's different. And it's just hard for some players who suit other places to play football. I realised halfway through that sentence it sounded like Prem elitist. Like, it's not what but I still think it's a fact. I think it's just different. Sorry for the questions. New to this game, is creating a club confusing? I don't know. We've not really created a club. I don't think it's been ages since I did a create a club type thing. So yeah, definitely slower. Yeah, they're getting a red here. 7 to go. They've had a red card for Ranieri. Let's push players forward and try and win this. Let's go. Due can play there. Let's go very Ginga. Like this. Push these guys up as well. Can Obregon play further forward? Sort of. Annoying that Tobias isn't on because he could definitely do that. Due in the 10. Let's do... Can Due play there? Not really. Can Seto play there? Seto can play there, which means I can get Langer on. Let's do fresh legs there as well. Do you know what? We're going to do this. Due can kind of play there. Have I got another sub? I think that's all my subs now, isn't it? Yeah. But we can do that. And I think we can do that. Can't do that. Due's going to play right wing and be fine. Right. We've got a highlight. With the mad attacking system, we've got a highlight. Due, pen ref! That has to be a penalty. I've put him up front and he's won a pen. Actually, I put him right wing and he's won a pen. We have the chance to win in the Energy Cup derby with a penalty which Desiree Due is going to take. Having won the pen, he scores the pen. We've only gone and done it, everybody. The spineless fans go absolutely wild. Flares everywhere, you'd imagine. Let's let's just, for added time here, just sort of put ourselves back to normal a little bit. Let's pop you back in there, you back there. You guys, can you just get back down there and do that? Look, that works. Cutaway, thank you for the primer. Appreciate you. Appreciate it. That one was from the vault. It was, wasn't it? It was. Those little wing backs. It does. I don't know why it works, but it just makes things happen, I swear. Pushing those wing backs up, getting lads into the box. It was a wing back, right? Back post cross, won the penalty. There we go. 2-1 win. Beautiful. Well done, lads. In the derby as well. All right. We're 8 points clear at the top already now with that win. It's right in the last minute. Lovely. I think, chat, we've lost 3-1 to City. That can happen. Haaland scored twice. That means we're going to be off the pace a fair amount, you know. City are good this year, apparently. We are, I mean, to be fair, actually, if we win our game, we'll only be 2 points behind them, I suppose. Liverpool can go top, though. Win 2, they go to 29. We're not that far off, maybe. But I think, did Wolfsburg play? They did. They won 3-0. Sultani with another 2. Martel. I think Sultani's going to be up there with top goal scorers. He is the top goal scorer. Good lad. He's coming good. 7 in 9. Go on. 7 in 9. But how many in the cups? 10 in 14. Lovely. Right. I think we're going to call it there for today. It's 20-1. And I said it was a short stream, but we've ended up doing basically the whole thing. I'm going to go and get my steps in, and then I've got stuff to go and do. So we'll leave it there for today. That was a very odd stream. Not in a bad way, in a good way, I'd say. So thank you very much for hanging out. Have a lovely rest of your Sundays. Enjoy the football. I hope your teams win if they're playing. And I'll catch you probably next week. I'll probably go and play a load of games. We'll do the January window next weekend if we do a stream. There may not be one. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord, because any news, RE, baby clates, I'll probably put in there first of all. So ! Discord if you want to be involved in that. It is a great place to be. You need to be involved in the drama of the Discord, to be honest. It's like a soap opera in itself a lot of the time. So if you're not in there, get in there. Thank you, Notfler. But yeah, thank you for hanging out today. Thank you for all the support. Always massively appreciated. Appreciate you guys turning up every week. I know you don't mean it, but I hope we win too. I don't mean that, no. For your sake, though, I hope you win. But you specifically. Actually, no, I don't. I can't even say that. I don't want you to win. I'll catch you all soon, everybody. Love you lots. Bye, everyone. Say bye. Wave. See you later. Love you. Bye. Catch you soon.